Chicos lor, a mi quisiera es James Miller y delante de mí está Ethan Palmer.
Hey.
Hola. De ocho.
Gracias. El gato. Los elefantos beben agua. Means the elephants are drinking water.
Oh, good.
Dos cerveza.
Dos cerveza, por
Por
favor.
favor.
Más cerveza.
On the subject of cerveza, Ethan.
We're recording from Spain, so I thought I would have a Dutch beer, Heineken.
Yeah,
Classic.
the Spanish and the Dutch, both great conquerors of antiquity.
Well, Holland is actually a city in Spain, so.
Oh yeah,
it's technically Spanish beer.
That's true. Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad we just had to come here to Madrid and record briefly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fairly short. It's 2.5 hours on a plane, right? It's not that bad.
No, it's all trains in Europe. They don't have planes there.
Oh, it's true. We didn't take a sky train.
Here.
Yeah.
A sky train.
Just fucking sky train, gas town. And okay, James, what are you drinking today?
Molson Export from Canada and a Monster Rehab.
It's that country that's smaller than but above the United States.
Oh, okay.
If you look on most maps,
with all the rude people.
Yeah, exactly. If you look on most maps printed in the U.S., Canada is the smaller country directly above it, between Alaska and Montana, I believe.
Yeah, it has the most poisonous spiders per capita of any country.
Canada?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely. I've thought about vacationing there. I hear it's got some fantastic beaches.
Yeah.
But I hear the weather can be a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Global warming.
Yeah.
Especially global warming.
Global warming. Yeah.
Anyway, James, you have a week. What'd you do this week?
What did I do this week? I played a lot of PS4. I was playing Killing Floor 2, which is zombie. It's basically Nazi zombies.
It's a wave defense game.
Yeah. It's a game that is basically Nazi zombies, but rather it being an afterthought, it is the main focus of the game.
Okay.
So it is a lot of fun. Usually,
the first one is currently free on Humble Bundle on PC.
Okay, yeah, it was free on PSN, I think.
Free on Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
You mean monthly or?
No, Humble Monthly right now is actually Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, I know.
Humble Bundle just gives shit away for free every once in a while.
Oh, do they?
I never get it because they want you to open an account and I have enough accounts.
I have a Humble account and I usually do the bundle, but I didn't realize that they ever give my stuff for free.
Well, you can buy bundles without an email, which is generally what I choose to.
I do have an account. I get
Killing Floor.
I get a lot of comic books too.
One fun thing about Killing Floor is you can play as the zombies against a team of people.
The Zimbabweans?
Yeah, they're called Zeds actually.
Oh, that's edgy.
I wonder why they would call zombies Zeds. Oh, it's the first letter of the word.
Oh, yeah. And it rhymes with dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Spain, we say Z, so I wouldn't have got that.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Yeah.
Like the United States.
Yeah, exactly. Like the rest of the civilized world, frankly.
Yeah.
Metric system's the work of the devil. Anything else? Killing Floor?
A little bit of Final Fantasy 15, but I had...
Stormblood's out, eh?
Yeah. I had an issue with Final Fantasy 15 that I had to do a complete reinstall, which took like 6 hours yesterday, so I'm kind of turned off of Final Fantasy at the moment. I'll get back into it later.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a fair argument. Steam sale currently on. Did you
listeners?
Did you see the new fucking Steam sale trailer from Clint Beastwood on YouTube?
I didn't see that.
Oh my fucking god, they're so... Well, I'll show it to you guys after. I'll show you last year's, which is good. This year's is even better.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
We'll post a Lore Boys reaction video.
Oh, Lore Boys React. So that's coming next. So we've got our archive on YouTube for our podcast.
Yeah.
We'll have Lore Boys React, which is going to be
Lore Boys Nights.
meme trash.
Lore Boys in the shower.
Lore Boys Nights. Lore Boys in the shower.
Yeah.
Lore Boys Reacts, we're only going to react to our own podcast.
Lore Boys. Fucking
Lore Boys narcissist.
Lore Boys Kitchen.
Yeah.
Where we give cooking advice on how to cooking with Lore Boys.
Cooking with Lore Boys.
Yeah.
Lots of great content coming up for you guys, so definitely.
One of the things that we probably should try and figure out how to set up soon is Twitch, though.
Yeah, I'm moving next week, and then I'm gonna get my streaming set up all good.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be a YouTube streamer. No, I'm just kidding.
Why?
I already have the account.
No, I know that your computer is not in the best condition on Earth, but did you bother checking out the Steam sale at all, just for something that you might want to stream to your television with your Steam Link? Or
I took a look.
not even anything indie that doesn't require a GPU?
No, I took a look
It's in
and
a book.
nothing popped out. What is the strategy this year? I remember like a couple of years ago, you wait for the hot deals at the bottom that refreshed every 12 hours.
So they haven't had flash sales in 2 years.
Okay.
Because they found out that people will spend more money if things are on sale all the time.
yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, if I missed a flash sale, I wouldn't buy the game when it
No,
went from
yeah, that's
60
it.
to 30
No, yeah.
if I was out of the house for 12 hours and not, like, furiously browsing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Steam app, right?
Which is nicer for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But this year it's something about sticker books, which is just
Yeah.
they want you to engage in the social community and in the store and in
hate
the
that
discovery
shit, yeah.
queue. I did it a bit. I got some stickers from my purchases, and that's about
Yeah, I got
it.
a couple stickers, but
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do anything with them. They're going to sit in my inventory for the rest of time.
The trading cards expire at the end of the sale. I'll probably sell them for 12 cents,
Okay.
which is good. That's about it. So yeah, that was it. That was your week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Reinstalled Final Fantasy, which sounds just
Oh man.
better than playing Final Fantasy.
The download is 2 hours, and then it's about 3 to 4 hours of installation. And I
What is a hard drive on the fucking PS4 wind powered?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know,
400
man.
hertz.
It's like it's something like 60 gigs. Like it's a lot to take, but yeah, it was slow.
You know what's good about Steam? It installs your game while it downloads.
Yeah.
So when it
Yeah.
says done, it's
done.
fucking done.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy is the only game that's done that to me so far.
What I really like about Steam as well is I bought the games that I bought at work, and you can set them to install on your home computer from work.
Yes, assuming you're signed in.
Yeah, as soon as you buy them, you're just like, okay, start installing them.
Yeah, you can do that from the iPhone app as well.
Yeah.
Possibly the Android app, but I wouldn't know. I don't have that. Ethan?
I am a fucking idiot,
Okay.
and I bought a month of WoW time 2 days before the Steam sale started.
Oh, no.
So I was like, I shouldn't
That's
shop
like
too
it's like
much.
you got all tweaked out on
Yeah.
meth and you wake up, you have a wedding to go to
Yeah,
in the morning.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly,
shit.
yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time that happened.
Yeah. Likewise.
So I got a month of WoW time. I wasn't gonna get Legion initially. I picked up Legion
I hear it's great.
last night. It's good. It's more WoW, and I have a good guild now, so that's really what makes WoW good, is playing with people.
I'm probably gonna buy a month now. It's like-
I did buy in the Steam sale. I bought the I can't remember what it's called. Transistor. Which
That game
was-
is so fucking good.
It was on sale for like $4, so
It's
I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick that up. I
amazing.
love Bastion. I've
Yeah.
beaten it like multiple times.
I like it way better than Bastion.
And I
Personally.
got Mountain Blade Warband with all the DLCs.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
cool.
That's a very PC choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I play PC.
Yeah, politically
I know.
correct.
Yeah, it's very politically correct. No, it's a very PC choice because it's like a kind of like an obtuse and weird,
Yeah.
bad graphics
Yeah.
medieval simulator. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a turn-based RTS where you have like you have a map of Europe basically.
Wait, Warband is a turn-based game?
You're trying to conquer these different places. So there's
Yeah,
like
I know.
this strategy.
It's
You send-
fiefdom simulator, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
send your armies places, and that's turn-based, I believe.
Oh.
And then you can, like, when you actually attack, you can jump in, and it's like chivalry, and it's like a first-person sword and shield.
Yeah.
Storm the castle.
I have one of them. One of them was free on GOG a while ago,
Oh yeah.
and I got it, played it. It was one of the things that was like Terraria, where I installed it,
Yeah.
poured 30 hours straight into
Yeah.
it, and then was just like, I need to stop, and
Yeah.
never went back.
That was pretty much my experience with Terraria too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played it
yeah.
straight for like 2 weeks, and then it's just like, okay, I'm never touching that again.
I
Yeah.
only played for like 2 hours. Like, it
Yeah.
really didn't grab me, that
Yeah.
game.
It's
though.
cute.
It's really cool once you find like that there's more. You know what I mean?
When you find out it's like, because you have to get past the Minecraft
Yeah,
barrier
yeah,
into the
yeah.
real video game.
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
First time I found a boss, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was
yeah,
bosses.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like world bosses and
I
stuff.
farmed the Eye of Cthulhu
Yeah.
pretty hard because he's quite easy,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he'll give you a bunch of like demonite ore,
Yeah, yeah,
and you
I
can make
remember
some
that.
like really dank
Yeah,
gear
make
out of
some
it.
shit, yeah.
Huh.
And that was it. Did you play any of these things, or?
No, I've been playing WoW.
Oh, right, that's true. Yeah.
But
sorry.
those ones will sit in my Steam for the rest of the time. WoW expires in a month, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, Transistor's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm looking really forward to hearing what you think about it. It's so there's one mechanic I'll give you a little idea of how to use. So your skills
Yeah.
are equipable, and
Okay.
they are all equipable as a active skill,
Okay.
a passive buff, or a passive upgrade for another skill.
Oh, cool.
So there's like whatever 10, 12 in the game,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can mix and match them to give
That's really cool. Yeah.
all of your skills.
Much more variance.
It's a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
I adored it. I love the way it looked. I love the main
Yeah.
character. I love the
I mean, Bastion
the
was
sword.
phenomenal too.
Bastion's
Yeah.
incredible. I prefer Transistor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
Only
the second
barely.
game, right?
Yeah.
I
so-
played Bastion right up till like the final boss or the last ending or whatever it was, and accidentally deleted my save file before starting it, so I never
Fucking
actually
noob.
finished the game.
Fucking noob,
It's worth
man.
a replay at this point though, because I started like 2 years
You're
ago.
showing your age
Well,
again.
You're like for some reason I have this weird memory. It's like Paddington Bear when he tries to cook, and like every time he tries to fix something, he just like starts a bigger and bigger fire in the fucking kitchen.
I was picturing like he's a person on an infomercial. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
no.
Like you just see like it's over his shoulder. He's like trying to figure it out. He looks all frustrated, and it's like accidentally deletes Win32 or like, System 32. You know?
It was actually, I'm pretty sure you were over and you were telling me about the game. I was like, oh yeah, I'll hop into my save file, and I'm talking to you, scrolling through the menus, and then I'm like kind of on automatic, and then it's like, oh man, and there goes my save file. But
Yeah. Have you ever seen the infomercial for like the Sonic Blade, which is like a vibrating knife to cut bagels?
what?
Sounds fantastic.
Anyway, the lady at the beginning tries to cut a 3-tiered sandwich in half, and it like makes it down to the second level, and then pulls the knife out the side. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Actually?
There's a whole subreddit dedicated to just
Infomercial
that.
people?
Yeah, infomercial people not being able to do real life.
It's the best.
What'd you
and
get?
I love the frustrated hands.
Yeah.
They're always
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
there's no
Like,
person just like doing this.
Pouring their milk into their cereal and just like completely missing
mixing the
bowl. Ow.
It's happened to us all.
Yeah.
Now introducing the Dairy Fairy, and it's like an attachment for milk cartons.
Yeah, that's it.
Or bags of milk if you're a Canadian savage.
It's like it's a vacuum that picks up the milk and then you just squeeze the bag
Yeah,
and milk comes out into your
like
cereal.
a frosting thing. Yeah.
What'd you get?
Moi?
At the Steam sale. Yes.
Moi? So I'm very lucky. So my real job gives everybody a $50 gift card for the big mall in town.
Oh, cool.
Good at any stores there. So I went to an electronics store and I got
Steam card.
40 Steam bucks.
There you go. Yeah.
So I had 40 Steam bucks. I got the Banner Saga 2 because I love the first Banner Saga. I have to replay the first one just so I can make better choices.
Yeah, that's fair.
And since I played...
Is it like continuing? Does it load your
Yeah.
save from Banner 1?
Well, have you finished it?
No, I'm close though.
Never mind.
I'm very close,
I'm
though.
not going to tell you what happens. But you know, like throughout the game, characters can die depending on your choices. So it carries in who's alive and who's dead, basically.
Yeah, okay.
And I played it. So it was the first tactics game I ever finished. Like I bought the first XCOM. Well, I the first new XCOM, so Enemy Unknown.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, and it just kicked my ass for years.
Yeah.
And then I finally beat it, but I beat the Banner Saga before that because there's no permanent death in combat.
XCOM's hard.
Yeah,
man.
I know, but that's the appeal.
Yeah.
But the Banner Saga doesn't have dice rolls, right? It doesn't have any of that.
That's what drives me crazy.
Perma death. Oh, dude, in XCOM 2, I've missed 2 over 90% shots.
Yeah, 95%.
I missed more than 2 for sure.
No, well, I've only missed 2 personally. That really was just like 96. I got this.
That's it.
And then sometimes you just like take the dice. You got a sniper who's like in a ditch. You're just like whatever 30% chance hit. Take the shot. I got nowhere to go. And you get the fucking 12 damage crit and kill the boss monster in one hit. Yeah.
It's a little silly.
Hey, XCOM is one of the disciples of RNGesus.
Why I don't like the way XCOM does it is because you can't see your I like Fire Emblem, but Fire Emblem you can always see where your enemies are and how close if they can get you in a turn. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
And like XCOM, it's like you go around a corner and all of a sudden there's 3 aliens in Fog of War and you're just like, well, this guy's dead. This mission's a scrap.
Well, XCOM 2 has a stealth mechanic now, so that doesn't happen. But yeah. But I feel you at the very least. What else? So yeah, I got the Banner Saga 2, but I need to replay the first one to carry my choices over. Now that I'm better, the whole point of that story was now that I'm much better at tactics games. I want to carry an experienced tactics player from Banner Saga 1 into the Banner Saga 2.
Yeah, there you go.
I got Hollow Knight.
Oh, that's a good game.
Which looked super cute. I played a bit of it. I'm a bit lost, but it's very, very cute. I'm looking forward to getting into it.
Yeah.
And I got so that was with my gift card bucks that I got. So I didn't actually pay for those.
Your Steam bucks?
And then I had $12 left over, and I got Nier Automata.
Cool.
Oh, I want that game, man.
Yeah, it's I'm not good at character action.
No, that's fair.
But I very much. It wasn't just the fact that you played an adorable anime girl and dressed like a French maid with a huge sword. There was something that always kind of drew me into how weird that universe is.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I like it. I think it's a lot of fun.
What's the gameplay like? Because I heard it kind of changes pace like 3 times in the first level.
So it starts as a bullet hell shooter.
Yeah.
Where it's top down. You're in whatever, some sort of mech suit that's in jet mode, and it's just going straight. It's 2D. You just shoot bad guys.
Okay, yeah.
And then you get surrounded at some point, and she's
jump
like,
out, yeah.
no, and she's like requesting permission to go into mobile suit mode,
Okay.
and you literally it just transforms into a Gundam.
Okay.
and then you can go in circles, but it's still 2D.
Yeah.
And then after that, you go through a tunnel, you crash, and it breaks out, and then she lands, and it's a third-person character action game, very much in the vein of Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Or
that's what it looked like.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeneer.
Yeah.
Right, which are both Platinum games I like very much.
Yeah.
I didn't play much Bayonetta, but I like it. I was really good at Revengeance.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm never good at Bayonetta. I'm not super good at Nier, to be honest, but I'm looking forward to getting good at it.
It's a hard game.
Because I very much like the way it looks and plays.
Yeah.
It's really, really neat.
Yeah.
And I have a particular appreciation for anime melodrama, and it's just, I think it's so stupid, but it's so much fun. Like every Japanese thing for me is a bad movie.
Yeah.
And I love bad movies.
Like
and I love
fun of it,
I love playing bad movies.
Yeah.
So like every once in a while, like when something is so Japanese, you're a French-made android from the moon
That's
who's fighting robots.
You
on
have to love
Earth,
that about.
You're just like, oh my god, just
about Japanese culture.
give it to me. It's Yoko Taro's Wild Ride.
Exactly.
So I played that for about an hour and a half last night, but I didn't get very far because my girlfriend showed up and was cranky and tired because she had a shooty day, so I wasn't going to be like, let's sit down and play video games.
Yeah.
Because she's not much of a gamer.
Let's play the watch me play video games game.
Exactly. I mean, I got a Steam Link, so I could stream it to my living room to be more comfortable, but that's about it. So,
cool. What are we talking about?
That's what I was going to say. Do you guys know what we're going to talk about?
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex.
We're
going to be talking about Deus Ex.
Yes.
The series.
God from.
As yet undecided if I want to make this a two-parter, because as usual, it is much longer than I anticipated.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to see if you need to stay tuned, I guess.
I have no experience with Deus Ex at all.
None whatsoever. You played 0 games.
0 games, same with Ethan, I believe. Yeah.
Really?
No experience.
So you are the senpai today.
Really? Ethan Kuhn and James Kuhn must listen to Peter Senpai. Oh yeah, that's what I named my character. So I named my profile near Peter Chan.
Oh, that's good.
Because I'm so kawaii desune.
That's appropriate.
Peter Chan, why are you so kawaii?
Yeah.
Patience, Juda-sakuna.
Okay.
Anyway, Deus Ex. I have played 3 of the 4 games. Well, 3 of the 5.
Okay.
Deus Ex The Fall is canon, but is a terrible mobile port of a terrible mobile game.
Okay.
So I haven't played that.
That's fair.
Because I have taste. And I have a tolerance for bad movies, but no tolerance for bad games. Because you play like shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't have to play it, dude. We won't take anything you say seriously now, because obviously you haven't played all the games.
Look, I understand that I'm fake gamer girl
yeah, exactly.
for Deus Ex. I understand I'm only playing Deus Ex for the attention, because obviously everybody knows about Deus Ex, right?
Obviously Peter's just an attention whore.
Yeah. I have played the original Deus Ex, and at some point I will slur this, and I will say Day of Sex.
Okay.
And I may...
Well, you've done it now.
And I may be too drunk after that point to correct myself. So fare thee warned.
What is the point of that game? Like, how do you win Day of Sex?
Day of Sex?
Yeah.
You manage.
How do you lose?
I was gonna say you manage to do it 4 to 5 times.
You just stay hydrated.
And then stay hydrated. And the next morning you wake up and your dick doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
That's how you win.
Day of Sex, mankind divided.
Well.
People kind.
Yeah.
Don't be sexist.
The interface is just mankind is still humanity. If you want to be PC for PC games.
Yeah.
So I played the first one. The first one saved my life when I had moved to another city, and installing my internet took 12 business days.
Okay.
So I had thankfully
single player.
Single player all the age of PC games. Yeah. I had played the first one. It's incredibly hard.
Yeah.
I have played Human Revolution, which is easily one of my favorite games ever. And I mentioned this on the last podcast that I played Deus Ex modern, non-lethally only.
Oh, okay.
So Human Revolution, before I got into PC games, I did kill a few people,
You
but
bastard.
I always liked the stealth tactics.
It's always Adam Jensen?
In Human Revolution, yes.
Not in all the Deus Ex
No.
games? Okay.
You'll see that in Deus Ex originally plays a character named J.C. Denton, and it's
Oh.
way in the future.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which we'll get into. But Human Revolution is 2027. Mankind Divided is 2029.
Okay.
And then I believe I forgot now because
We'll get there.
We'll get to the first one.
We'll get to dates.
But the first one is possibly past 2100.
Okay.
As far as I recall, but I could be wrong because there's a lot of notes that I took.
Cool.
Where was I going with? Right, so I don't kill people, but I did kill people in Deus Ex, the original from the year 2000. Because I find it very hard. There's a lot of the non-lethal weapons in that game didn't work as advertised.
Okay.
So the tranquilizer crossbow, which is a non-lethal weapon, would make people freak the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
For like 10 seconds before they passed out.
Oh, okay.
So if you wanted to dart two guys,
you couldn't
and then
do
when
it,
and they both pass out, like you can do in Human Revolution, you dart the first one, and he'd just be like, and then he'd run around, and his buddies would freak out. And this is an old game where the second you alert a guard, everyone has a psychic link. They're like, he's over there!
Yeah.
Kind of like in Skyrim.
In a lot of games.
Skyrim's a new game with old mechanics.
Yeah,
you know?
in a lot of ways.
A lot of...
It's like you max out sneak and then no one knows where you are ever.
That's an old mechanic, though. Because you could
Yeah.
do the same thing in like Deus Ex or in System Shock. There are certain skills that you could just
In Skyrim...
break games.
In Skyrim, you do the classic... You have a bucket. You put a bucket on a shopkeeper's head.
And steal everything.
And you steal everything.
I've done that.
You take the bucket off, and then you sell him everything.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, because you put the bucket on his head and you go into stealth, he'll never detect you.
You don't need to go into... In Skyrim, you don't need to go into stealth.
You don't even need to go into stealth?
Yeah, so in Morrowind, you would have to, because Morrowind had psychic shopkeepers.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas in Skyrim, it is all line of sight. So if you block his line of sight, you can do anything you want.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
You could kill somebody in the room.
Wow.
See, the first time I did that, I was more impressed that the buckets were not just an empty texture and an actual empty model. And I was like,
exactly.
Hey, good attention to detail,
buckets,
guys. Good, nice polygons there, bro.
So just a skin cylinder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's because like a lot a you try and put something in a bucket. Like Half-Life 2, if you try and put something in a bucket,
it just sits
it's
on top.
impossible. Yeah, exactly. It just bounces off the bucket interior texture.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah.
And then I played Deus Ex, I played Human Revolution, which is the first prequel made by Eidos Montreal, and I played Mankind Divided, which is the sequel to the prequel, also made by Eidos Montreal.
Okay.
And I like the modern ones very, very much. So you play as Adam Jensen in Human Revolution, and in Mankind Divided, you play as J.C. Denton in Deus Ex, and you play as some other guy in Invisible War, which was the sequel to the original Deus Ex, which nobody talks about because it's unpopular.
I've never heard of it.
I haven't played it. So, just like with Team Fortress 2, which was the first episode I hosted, a lot of this has real dates, all on Earth. Some of it happened, some of it didn't. Ooh. Most of it involves the Illuminati, who are totally real. So are chemtrails.
I have a question.
Fluoride's making the frogs gay.
In this alternate timeline, have I lost my virginity yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yes! I love this game.
But it's in 2021.
And it was to a robot.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it was also to a robot, but like...
Well, yeah, it would be.
Like a prototype robot, because it's only 4 years from now, right?
I'm actually Dr. Wiley, so
how intelligent does a robot need to be until you consider... Yeah, no, to consider...
Oh my god.
To consider losing your virginity to. Like at what point can you lose your virginity?
I'd fuck my toaster, dude.
Yeah, but
if it consented.
But I think it has to know it's happening for it to.
You put some like slices of bread in that bad boy.
You guys keep talking.
Hit that slot.
I done goofed. I knocked a scab off my arm. I'm just gonna clean up the little bit of blood here. And
Peter's bleeding all over the podcast.
Oh my god, it's everywhere.
Everyone, take your headphones out of your ears. Peter's gonna get blood in your ears. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, let's get into some history here.
Yeah.
Let's get into some history. So there's a few points. I'm going to leave a lot of it out because birthdays for your pilots in the 2 first prequels. Do you guys care when Farid Malik was born? The answer is no, you don't.
I don't even know who that is.
Do you care when Chicane was born?
We're going to cover...
Of course not.
We're going to cover the birth of Christ,
right? It was
right?
in the 90s.
Okay.
The only JC in this series is JC Denton, okay?
Okay.
And and Paul Denton,
Okay.
who's also one of the disciples.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, Paul Joseph Denton.
Yeah.
John Denton.
John Denton.
What does JC stand for? You know?
Judas Denton.
We're gonna get to it.
Okay. I'm excited.
Maybe.
I'm excited.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna spoil the end of the podcast.
It's all leading up to what JC means in the end. Yeah.
Turns out it was Jesus Christ. Warren Spector thought that was just so stupid he got rid of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we all go back because remember the Illuminati is very involved in this whole thing.
Yes.
It starts with the construction of the Cathedral de Payenne in France, financed by the Knights Templar in the year 1218.
Okay.
So this is shortly after the first Assassin's Creed game,
Yeah.
which I believe is in 1190.
Yeah, I think
Or
that sounds about right.
something.
12th century, I think.
Yeah.
Templars were there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're still there, man, and they're controlling.
They're everywhere.
They're controlling Ubisoft, and they're in the Olympic Stadium in Montreal, man.
They're in Eidos, apparently.
It's at Eidos.
Yeah.
It's like they're Goldman Sachs. Probably is
Goldman Sachs, yeah.
an evil bank I've heard of. I think.
They're all evil, am I right, guys?
Yeah. I can't wait for communism to come back.
Yeah.
So I can watch my neighbors get executed in the streets.
I love that we're rich and we can laugh at poor people. We three. It's fantastic.
Well, listen, Madrid's not a cheap city to live in.
Leave. It's not a cheap city to leave either.
No, exactly. They have tolls everywhere.
The exit
It's
fees are
ridiculous.
exorbitant.
Oh, fucking ridiculous.
It's the only reason we're still here. Send help. Somebody call the embassy in Brazil.
The embassy.
Somebody call the Brazilian embassy. We're Brazilian, obviously.
They speak Portuguese there, though.
Yeah.
No.
That's why they'll be willing to help us.
Oh, that's true.
They gotta extradite us.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
we're gonna be expats.
Expats.
I think.
We are expats.
I don't know what an expat is.
They're part of a regency.
Yeah, we are expats, and we're trying to get repatriated.
The Lore Boys memes. Carrying on then. So in 1311, the Knights Templar are officially dissolved. Officially, wink, wink.
Quote unquote.
Right.
Okay. So you're saying this isn't the end of the Illuminati's involvement in the series?
1311. Yeah. Skip forward.
It was 40 years.
2027.
Yeah.
Deus Ex starts. Illuminati's back.
They're back.
Back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
However, they obviously start to work in secret.
Okay.
Okay. And then even a little bit, like much further in the future, they operated in secret for quite some time. And then May 29th, 1453, Constantinople falls to an invading Ottoman Empire.
No.
And then the forerunners of the Illuminati see this as a rise of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good chance.
You'll notice that the Illuminati basically sees everything as an opportunity to start meddling with stuff. They got some tendrils. They like to get their tendrils in
puppet
things.
masters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going down. You can get some stuff done in the background, right?
And then in 1723, a man named Adam Weishaupt. Adam Weishaupt is born in Ingolstadt, Germany.
Of the Ottoman Empire.
Oh.
Okay.
And then in 1776, he forms the Order of the Perfectibilists, which are also known as the Illuminati. So it took them 500 years, but they officially branded themselves the Illuminati in 1776.
When was America founded? Was it not 1776? As a Brazilian, I have no idea.
It's entirely possible. Like,
it's around there.
The War of Independence?
When the Declaration was signed. When they officially became the United States.
Did they sign the Declaration before the war or after?
After the war. Or no, it's probably before the war, and that's probably what kicked the whole thing off, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. American History Podcast.
Yeah, I just listened to...
Hardcore History.
Yeah, I was going to say Hardcore History, exactly.
No, don't listen to any other podcast. If you listen to another podcast, you're not allowed to listen to this one ever again.
I can't remember the guy's name. It's Dan something, isn't it? But he's got such a particular cadence to his voice where he's just like, Adam Weishaupt, born in Ingolstadt, Germany, founds the Order of the Perfectibilists, also known as the Illuminati.
In the background, there's like
Genghis.
music going on.
We don't need cadence. Cool. We got sick catchphrases. Hey, do you guys smell that?
Oh, we're bringing it back.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Why?
It's my catchphrase.
I know. I'm sorry.
What do you mean why? I got a catchphrase. I need to say it.
And now there's another gap in history where once again the Illuminati don't orchestrate this. So the Illuminati right now, they're a bit they're larval. It's a larval Illuminati.
Okay, larval Illuminati.
Larval Illuminati. They haven't used their silk extruders to wrap themselves in a cocoon metamorphosize into an Illuminati butterfly.
It paints like a really dirty image in my mind. I just picture like a maggot with the Illuminati eye, like a larva. Anyways.
When you said dirty, I totally thought you were going to tell us you have a butterfly fetish.
And it's like a caterpillar. It's like, you gotta kill JFK.
Yeah, that's it. There was a second shooter. A monarch butterfly.
It's like in whatever the finger guard above the trigger. It's like pushing with all six.
Yeah. Why do you think they migrate so much every year, man? They got something to hide.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're all hiding in Mexico during the winter.
Gotta lay low.
So, June 28th, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria is assassinated in Sarajevo. Or Sarajevo? Sarajevo.
Yeah.
And this obviously kicks off the First World War. The Illuminati sees this. And
this is real.
We like a little bit of chaos.
Yeah.
We're little chaos connoisseurs. We like when this shit goes down.
Okay. But they didn't have a hand in the assassination of
No, they simply see it as a way to...
Yeah, an opportunity. Yeah.
Another little opportunity, another business opportunity.
Classic misdirection.
Invest.
Yeah. Everybody look at this World War. Well, on my other hand, they do something else.
Exactly. Yeah. And
every stage magician ever.
In my other hand, a dove. Yeah, exactly. But that dove is actually a drone and it's spying on you.
You guys remember when Harry Houdini started the Second World War?
Oh my God.
Let's see David Blaine do this.
David Blaine's gonna start World War III.
Oh shit.
Teetering on the edge. He's gonna do a magic show in fucking North Korea.
I just hope I'm on the side of Chris Angel. That's all I should say.
Bye, Frank. And then whatever, Kim Jong-un's head just explodes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So in the 40s, the Illuminati finally start doing things. Okay. They start to gather genetic data through the administration of the smallpox vaccine.
So they're Nazis, is what we're saying?
No.
No? Not at all?
No.
They're German, of the Ottoman Empire, and they're doing genetic experimentation. It really sounds like your traditional Nazi
They're
fiction.
Not experimenting at present.
They're still collecting. You know why they're collecting
genetic data. No, they're collecting genetic data because they want to spy on motherfuckers.
They're just visiting sperm banks or what?
No, it's through the smallpox vaccines. They start to learn about people by gathering data through everybody who got a smallpox vaccine.
So to get a smallpox vaccine, you had to donate sperm. I gotcha.
Sure, man. Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I do the same thing with my flu vaccine, so. Yeah. My doctor's a very nice guy.
July 16th, 1945, the Illuminati get another little half chub for history.
Half chub for history
when
and science.
Project Trinity detonates the first atomic bomb.
Okay. Huh.
They see this and they're just like, hang on a second, everybody. We've got to keep an eye on the Haps with the Habsburgs.
The big booms.
What's the Haps with the Habsburgs?
You guys see that big boom?
They're way in the past. I'm kidding. That just sounds cool.
What's a Habsburg?
The Habsburgs?
Yeah.
They're a pretty famous family from medieval Europe or something. I don't really know.
You're thinking of the Kardashians.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Never mind, you're right.
This is the Peter Humor's Ethan podcast.
1947. We all know what happened in 1947, right? It all happened.
The soldier was still killing Nazis.
Yes, because he came to an abrupt end to his Nazi killing spree in 1949.
Yeah.
Good memory.
In 1947, a unidentified flying object, hitherto referred to as a UFO.
Oh, that's what that means.
That's really clever.
Crashes intact in Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay, this is big.
Yeah. The corpses of 5 gray aliens were reportedly recovered by the U.S. military and taken to a unknown location.
All right.
It's called, at this point, it's still known as Groom Lake.
Area 51.
It's not Area 51.
We're saying Area 51.
It's Area 51.
Groom Lake.
It's Groom Lake.
Yeah.
That's
Groom Lake.
Groom Lake.
Groom Lake is actually an anagram for Area 51.
Yeah. It's for hot anal sex.
Yeah, exactly. So many parallels.
Yeah. And then the President of the United States at this time creates an organization codenamed Majestic 12.
I like it.
Which is a real thing. MJ12 is a real thing.
They became the Fantastic Four after they lost a bunch of members.
And their members were killed in unreported accidents, testing experimental airplanes. Yeah. But 4 of them survived, but got superpowers. 1 guy turned into a rock monster.
Yeah. If I'm ever part of a government-appointed like group, I hope I get a name as nice as Majestic 12.
Majestic 12, yeah.
Because they don't name government entities like that anymore.
No,
you know what I mean?
no,
It's always like
The IRS.
yeah, the Office of Bureaucracy. Like,
Yeah.
Immigration Canada.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Majestic 12 is a real organization which people obsess over. Lunatics obsess over. Excuse me. People would be stretching the definition.
Too generous?
Yeah, stretching the definition of person.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Lunatics aren't people.
There are a bunch of lunatics who think that Majestic 12 is in charge of studying, building, and selling alien technology all around the world in real life. So in
real life.
Yeah, in Deus Ex,
They are.
they are.
Okay, so they're not lunatics in Deus Ex.
No, conspiracy theories in Deus Ex hold a little bit of water.
Okay, there you go.
Opposed to in real life, whereas
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, exactly. So then we go forward into 1954, where the Bilderberg Group, which is a real organization, is created by the Illuminati to control the financial matters of the entire world.
Okay.
They established vast mining
Yeah.
organizations and
Mining.
start to control all of the gold on Earth.
This is a real conspiracy
So
theory
now
as well.
this
Yeah.
is also a real.
They made all their money with the Build-A-Bear store.
Oh, that's where it
Yes,
comes
yes,
from.
the Bilderberg workshop,
Yeah,
where you can make a
exactly.
gold idol for your
Yeah,
girlfriend
that's it.
on her
Exactly.
18th birthday.
You just go into the mall, you go to their store, and you get your own strip mine. It's really nice. You design it just the way you want.
Yeah, you-
I got you a strip mine,
Yeah.
honey.
you can put a
In
funny hat on
Nigeria.
it.
Any ethnicity of third country workers. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Wow.
After this, in 1955, Groom Lake is recommissioned as a top secret test site for the U-2 spy plane.
Okay. Yeah.
Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Yeah.
That's where the songs come from. Airspace is restricted. Hangars, runways, and other buildings are constructed.
And this was actually what Area 51 was for. Was the U-2 spy plane?
Yes.
Yeah.
That I believe is a fact.
Yeah, it's declassified
and
now.
The aliens are
Mr. Obama declassified it. Area 51.
Oh, Mr. Obama?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 1958, Groom Lake is officially renamed Area 51.
Okay.
1958.
What does that mean? Declassified it? That all the information that's there is
It's
now
like-
public?
Yeah.
Secrets.
What?
Secrets.
Every
Yeah.
however many years, the U.S. government, part of their thing, they have to. The Kennedy assassination files are getting declassified this year in October.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Every
exciting.
bit of information that the FBI or CIA has that hasn't been destroyed will be released to the public.
That's
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going on a conspiracy hunt today.
We're going on a we're gonna have a
Yeah.
Lore Boys JFK episode. We'll do two. We'll
It's
do
gonna
one
sound like-
before it's all released, and then we'll do one after it's all released.
Oh my god.
Picture
That'd be
Lore
great.
Boys there, like JFK gets shot, and Ethan, do you smell
Do you
that?
smell that? Oh my gosh.
So bad.
It's like James instead of Jack Ruby getting shot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then Peter's on a grassy knoll somewhere.
Speaking of grassy knolls.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. 1961, MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, introduces to the world MH1, the first computer-operated mechanical hand.
Is that real?
I don't know, didn't look it up.
Okay, cool.
Sounds real.
This isn't a historical.
1961, computer operated hand? I guess like
Yeah.
an assembly line thing, and
From
you
what
just have
it
like a
says
joystick.
here, it says a
Yeah.
hand-arm combination with 35 degrees of mobility.
Oh,
That seems like too many.
It's not a whole
that's
lot.
not a lot at
That's
all.
less.
Yeah.
For 1961?
Yeah, maybe. It's MIT.
Were you there? Like I don't know.
I've
They
Dog,
had just
I've
launched
never-
their first rocket.
I've never even been to the 80s.
Hard drives were the size. Hard drives were sizes of a room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like, you need a warehouse
I
for
love
a
that moment
computer.
on The
really.
Simpsons when they're talking about computers. And it's just like, my theory is that computers in the future will be so huge, only the 5 richest kings of Europe will own them. In the 70s.
That is so good.
So, grassy knolls, right? We all know about the grassy knoll. We know it was there.
Yeah.
Everybody just assumed it was either Jack Ruby or some sort of Illuminati plot.
It's the only time in history a knoll, has ever killed a president of the United States.
Yeah. Well, that was the problem, because what we learned from the Team Fortress podcast is after the kings conquered the hills,
Hills are our enemies.
and then we removed kings, allowing hills once again to
dominance.
rise to power.
That's it.
Then the hills got eyes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I mean, knolls are actually the sleeper cells of the hill.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Union. The League of Hills.
What are we talking about?
November 10th,
History,
1963.
Jamie. Read a book.
Idiot. Stop listening to stupid fucking video game podcasts and read a goddamn book. So, November 10th, 1963, President John F. Kennedy, JFK himself,
Oh.
States that the high office of the president has been used to foment a plot to destroy the Americans' freedom, and before I leave office, I must inform the citizen of his plight.
Yeah.
This remark angers, of course,
He gave that speech.
the Illuminati.
Oh.
Illuminati doesn't like that.
I don't like that. He's outing them.
Out in the exactly 12 days later,
Get shot.
President Kennedy is assassinated by the Illuminati.
Oh.
November 22nd, 1963.
Is that real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, JFK was actually assassinated.
By the Illuminati, we can confirm that?
Confirmed. Illuminati real.
He did give that speech,
Yes.
saying that there's a vast conspiracy keeping down the American people.
the high officer president has this is back when presidents could have affairs and not get impeached for it.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Bill Clinton got impeached
It was
for
like
that fucking
it was
Monica Lewinsky
and
thing.
the most open affair you could imagine. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Yeah.
She made a dynasty off of it. Like
Fuck. You know what's funny? I think my dad told me about this. Pierre Trudeau, the father of the current Prime Minister of Canada, invited his wife and mistress to the same event at some point in the 70s. Yeah, it was like after the FLQ crisis or whatever.
he was apparently quite the man. I mean, he got Kanakistan their independence, so good for them, I guess.
Yep.
We in Brazil, we've been independent for a long time. So.
Yeah. It's because Pierre Trudeau made a stop here.
Yeah,
And,
he freed us.
And it helped us. Yeah, exactly.
And all of our universidads who came by.
Yeah.
And now, if you recall, back in the 40s, the Illuminati were using the smallpox vaccine to collect genetic data on the populace of the world. In 1965, they finished tracking everyone who received a smallpox vaccine back in the 40s.
Oh,
so
shit.
now they have this huge database.
They got a database
of
where
genetic
people are.
information. Exactly.
But not much to do with it. I mean,
So I said I cut out most of them.
Okay.
But I will leave in some birthdays. So in 1968, a man named Tong Si-hung is born in China.
Okay.
He is a major character in the second chapter of Human Revolution,
okay.
and the father of a major character in the original Deus Ex.
Huh.
That is the only reason.
Okay, cool.
He's a gang boss in a two-tiered city called Hengsha, which is built on the Yangtze River.
And he's born in 70?
1968.
68.
Yes.
A year before man went to the moon.
The Illuminati sent man to the moon.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I don't know. It's not here.
So he was about 50 years old during the events of the game.
Not even Deus Ex is brave enough to tackle the moon landing.
The moon landing conspiracy. That's a big one.
If you would have seen somewhere in here Stanley Kubrick born.
Yeah.
If the moon landing was
Yeah.
fake. So in the early 70s, another corporation known as the Santo Group is founded in France as a waste management company. They will eventually take over and control the entire freshwater supply on Earth. And they're also
Nestle.
They're Nestle and they're an Illuminati front.
Okay, there you go.
The Nesquik Bunny is one of the bosses in Mankind Divided.
It's a 3-stage boss fight.
It's weird, yeah.
Once you get his patterns down, though, he's not that bad.
No, exactly. I mean, the milk, you're waist deep in milk, and it's safe to be in until it turns to chocolate.
Until it's just chocolate,
But then you have to like clamber up on chocolate clumps that aren't stirred in yet, and shoot them from there because your guns don't work in the water.
As everyone knows, Nesquik syrup is actually mind control serum being administered by the government. So
it's why we have homosexuals. It's to control the population.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if people don't want to breed, then we can keep the population down.
That's
it's all Illuminati. It's all Nestle. And it's all chocolate syrup.
Open your eyes, sheeple.
They control the water.
Wake up!
Wow.
Yeah, did you guys ever mix Nesquik syrup with water?
No, it's fucking weird, dude.
It's not good.
You make a protein shake and you put it with milk and it tastes better, but like if you just want all the protein, you get the water.
I would never use water.
Now, but like
milk has calcium.
When we were younger, it was difficult to find non-dairy or lactose-free milk, right? I use the vanilla soy now.
Oh, you're lactose intolerant?
Yeah, no, I can't handle the spicy milk.
Stop putting cayenne pepper in your milk.
White people. Yeah.
He puts chocolate in his water and cayenne pepper in his milk. Yeah. What a loyal
milk always upsets my stomach, but I just keep putting cayenne pepper.
What? Maybe I'm not putting enough cayenne. I don't know.
Probably need more. A couple more important birthdays. 1970, David Sarif is born. He is your boss and the founder of Sarif Industries. in Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Is there something there with Seraphim, which was an angel sent by God?
Not that I'm aware.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking that too.
Okay, listen, idiot.
Is it Seraph? Seraph?
No, it's Sarif.
Oh, so definitely not.
Yeah, listen, idiot. Okay, aliens real, angels fake.
Well, why is it called Deus Ex?
Learn your new Illuminatis.
It literally means God from. That's why I'm looking for those parallels.
Because we're playing God, and it's about cyborgs.
Okay.
Because the term...
I'm on board.
The saying is Deus Ex Machina, which is God from the machine.
God from the machine.
Which is like an ancient Greek playwright thing, or whatever.
It's a modern day playwright thing. It means like you get to the end of the story and your character's in an impossible situation, and it's literally like this unstoppable force comes in and saves them.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes for bad writing. It's a trope or a cliche, if you will.
I just need to check this guy's name, actually. No, Will Taggart, I don't give a fuck. Never mind.
If you had to be one cliche forever, what would you be?
Ooh, there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
I would want to be the one that constantly refers to like, oh, the waves sounded like horses' hooves. You know what I mean? Like, that's the cliche that I want to be. Yeah.
I don't remember that being a film recently.
Me neither, but I like it.
It's literary more than film. But are cliches in film just called tropes? They're two separate things?
They're different things, yeah.
Okay.
A trope is more of a theme, where I think a cliche is...
Well, a trope is like jump the shark.
Like an action, right? Like a trope would be like stupid dad, attractive wife.
Yeah.
Whereas a cliche, I believe, is more of like something people would do.
Is cliche more overused and a trope is just something that you see a lot?
I think cliche is based on actions and tropes are based on character setups.
No.
I think.
A jump the shark is a trope.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're doing right now. That's what's happening. Remember that Lore Boys episode where they just started talking about cliches and tropes?
1973, a man named Hugh Darrow was born in Blackheath, South London. He is the father of mechanical augmentation.
If his middle name started with a G, he'd be Huge Arrow, and that's a good porn name.
You just had that moment like that guy who figured out a hot anal sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Sex and Hail. Yeah. My last episode. So David Sarif, who I just mentioned. Oh, that's right. I did host
last played episode.
I did. No, it's because I hosted Lore Boys Nights.
That's true too.
That's true, which was out on Thursday. Go listen to Lore Boys Nights.
Fuck you.
Yeah. 1977, a Chinese company called Taiyang Medical is founded in Shanghai.
They have anything to do with what's his face?
They're a direct competitor.
Oh, competitor.
To Sarif Industries. So they're one of the many evil corporations in real life, which is not true. They're not real.
But the gang boss, he doesn't have any ties to this?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Tong.
Tong
Si Hong.
Because I assume that he's Eastern.
Just because he's Chinese. He is Chinese.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's. I was assuming he was Chinese. Yeah.
I think make Eastern European. Mix that one up.
1981.
I didn't say Far Eastern.
Yeah.
1981, James Miller is born.
1991. No.
1981, James Miller is born.
What? That's a real person in the game?
1961, James Miller was born.
Your boss in your boss in Mankind Divided.
What?
Is a man named Jim Miller.
No one even let me know.
Yeah.
I saved it.
Double check your birth certificate, dude.
Yeah.
Bruh.
You know, there's a lot of mix-ups in hospitals with babies.
Do you work for the government, and are you 10 years older than you claim?
Yeah, I thought my hair went gray way before my peers, but my parents told me it was normal.
Were you 10 years old by the time you left the hospital after your mother had given birth?
Like, I remember it.
I remember it, yeah.
All your parents were just like, oh, we gotta go pick up the baby. And they're just both like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years. Like, I put off things for a while, but
Yeah.
So yeah, James Miller, born 1981.
All right.
Spoilers for the Lore Boys Wiki.
Yeah.
Also, somebody get on that.
Yeah.
Lore Boys Wiki. Let's get Bobby to do it.
We're not going to do it.
You don't make your own
I wouldn't
wiki.
trust Bobby to do that.
Why?
Oh, come on. He's going to be listening to this.
Yeah.
Now he's going to.
Yeah.
And in 1982, the Falklands War occurs. The events during this conflict sow the seeds of dissent that would later result in the creation of the PMC, which is a private military contractor known as Bell Tower. And
mercenaries.
They end up as super bad dudes.
They're mercenaries.
They are
all mercenaries are bad dudes.
Which I find odd.
Depends what they get paid for.
We send people to war.
No, those are the good guys.
For free.
Those are the good guys.
And those are good guys.
Yeah.
Other people who are trained to kill
Bad guys.
For money.
Bad guys.
Well, if you're fighting
we do it for money.
If you're
we send
fighting,
our guys for money.
Yeah,
we
if
do,
you're fighting
yeah.
for a cause that's just and you're doing it for free, then you can say that it's a good thing, or you can believe that it's a good thing. If money is your main motivator, then you'll just step over your morals to get the money.
Okay.
Well, money is your morals at that point, right?
Yeah. I guess that's it.
Let's become mercenaries.
Illuminati shit.
Oh, that's the next series of web shows we're putting out is Lore Boys Mercenaries.
Lore Boys Mercenaries.
Yeah. We're gearing up. We're going out. We're becoming
The
mercenaries.
jungles of Bolivia.
We're all getting GoPros.
Now in 1985, another important company is founded, known as the Pike Group, and this is founded by Sir Martin Darrow, who is Hugh Darrow's father.
Okay.
The Pike Group is a large media corporation who is also a front for the Illuminati, because what isn't?
Yeah, clearly at this point.
Right?
Just like real life.
Everything is the Illuminati.
So you've just been giving us human history as it is
Up
in
until
real
this
life.
point, right.
Yeah.
Hi, here's a joke for you. I wasn't on the Deus Ex wiki. I was on the wiki page for Earth.
Earth Wiki.
Earth Wiki. Oh my god.
Seriously, somebody
I
get
really
on
want to look at the Earth Wiki.
It's Wikipedia.
Yeah. Anyway, the Pike Group is founded. They come into play later on. They do something that no company would ever do, and I feel like it's an inside joke from the devs, but we'll get into that when we start touching on
What do they do?
Human Revolution. You know what? It's a bit of a goof. So I'm not gonna tell you. I'll tell you when we get there.
Okay.
Just get ready for it.
I don't understand, and I hate this, but
Just get
okay,
ready
I'm
for
on
it.
board.
At some point in the late 1990s, a laboratory known as the White Helix Labs are destroyed by two fucking hippies.
Always.
By which I mean Adam Jensen's biological parents, who attempt to put an end to the genetic experimentation performed in the facility.
Okay.
So Adam Jensen's biological parents, Human Revolution's protagonist parents, are some Marge Simpson level hippies.
They're
from
Greenpeace.
that episode. They're Greenpeace, sort of. But I liken it to that episode of The Simpsons where like Marge and her hippie friends release the like antibiotics bomb.
Yeah.
In Mr. Burns' germ
lab.
warfare lab
Yeah.
and kill all his evil germs.
Yeah. That wasn't Marge Simpson. That was Homer Simpson's mom who did that.
Oh, sorry, that's true. Yes. So there's some.
Because she lived on a commune.
Right. Yeah.
Other
Sorry, I
hippies.
can't believe I fucked that up. Wow.
Yeah.
God
It's
damn.
not like you.
I know.
I'm starting to wonder if you're actually an Illuminati sleeper cell designed to look like our friend Peter.
If no episodes come out after this one,
You know the answer
we're
to
all
that. Yeah.
dead.
I'm just happy that we're getting to the end of the Deus Ex episode before you kill us both.
Oh yeah. Well, you might as well know.
I did the research. They're getting paid overtime for this shit.
So the main villain of the Deus Ex universe, I guess, is born now in the year 1990.
Oh.
Basically, his name is Bob Page or Robert Page.
What a terrible name for a fucking supervillain. Oh my
Well,
god.
he's not a supervillain, and he's
Hey,
not
Bob
augmented
Page.
with nanites yet.
Hey, Bob Page.
Hey,
That's like two members of
Bad-
Led Zeppelin combined.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Page and Robert Plant.
Yeah. Bob Page. You know what? I mean,
Hey, Bob Page, you got those TPH reports?
It's TPS, but I do TPH at work and it drives me mad.
Well, that's why I said TPH.
Oh, good.
Because I'm more familiar with TPH. I don't know why you keep
What's a
saying...
TPH report?
Tickets per hour. So we,
I don't know what a TPS
Calls in,
report is.
taken care of sort of thing. It's
Exactly.
service level statistics, right?
Yeah. It's
okay,
like, with the Zendesk is what we use, but nobody cares about that.
Oh my
Yeah.
Nobody gives a
goodness.
fuck how to run a call center.
Are we talking about Zendesk right now? Let me tell you about Zendesk.
Here's an
okay?
important date.
It's got a Buddha.
March 9th, 1993. So, motherfuckers younger than all of us. March 9th, 1993, Adam Jensen is born.
Oh, he's the same age as my younger brother.
He's barely older than my sister. My sister.
Well, yeah, sorry. He's like 6 months older
Yeah,
than mine.
my sister is July 6th, 1993.
My little brother's November 20th, Mexican Revolution Day.
Yeah.
That's why it's easy to remember.
He's 12 years older than James Miller.
Yeah.
No, 12 years younger.
Younger!
Math.
Math.
He
Math.
was born
Math.
12 years later.
I put a cross where I should have put a line. That's math.
What math class is that?
Oh my god.
I get it.
Math line. Some other people are born in 1993. Who gives a fuck? A lot of important characters, for whatever reason, mostly because this is in the future, are born between 1990 and 1995.
Okay.
Okay. Here's a very important.
So it's millennials.
Yeah, exactly.
Deus Ex is about millennials.
This is if these people stopped complaining and actually did something. If they stopped getting liberal arts degrees and started studying science and becoming useful members of society. I'm not a useful member of society because I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I am entirely without value.
I'm worse than you. I have a business degree.
I have a psychology degree, so I just get why people think about it.
You
Like,
could
that's it,
be a psychology teacher, I guess.
I'm going to school to learn how to be a manager.
Oh yeah.
I'm the worst type of person.
At some point, do they have like when you graduate business school? Do they give you pointers on how to go discreetly bald?
Yeah.
Before you like take over a furniture store?
Well, I hope so because I'm way behind on going bald.
Oh hell no.
That's what I mean, way behind.
Oh,
on going
okay.
bald.
Sorry.
For all the listeners at home, Peter's tenderly touching Ethan's head.
I did very quickly. Yeah. You know what's funny? We're all like mid-20s now. I'm gonna be 26 in 6 days.
Dang,
Wow.
thanks,
And
dude.
none of us are going bald yet.
Nope.
You're gonna be 26 by the time this episode comes out.
Oh fuck, that's true. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Peter.
Yeah.
According to the episode, I am 31 or 35, and I still don't have baldness. My dad has good hair, but on my mom's side, not such good hair. So it's gonna be a coin toss.
It's a toss-up.
I don't even know if that's true. My grandfather's very Greek and still has a huge head of hair, and he's 88 now. So
There's an inverse relationship to body hair, like how much body hair you have and how much hair you have on your head. Apparently, if you have a lot of body hair, you're more likely to go bald on the top of your head. Yeah.
You have like a finite number of
follicles.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like I still got like baby chest hairs.
We're all showing each other our
You're
chests.
you're like a dolphin.
I'm a newborn babe.
I got a little bit.
Yeah,
nothing.
James and I are.
Yeah, you guys are on par.
I have much darker hair.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Because I'm partly foreign.
I'm blonde and hairless.
Yeah.
But I do shave my whole body.
You're like a little girl. I kind of like it.
I swim. I just dip myself into like lube, hot caramel, and it burns off all the hair. No, you make that face, but it's a very nice way to lose hair.
It's very sweet. It's very comfortable.
The smell is not great, but what can you do? And the caramel tastes awful afterwards.
Oh, it's got so much hair in
It's a pain eating that much caramel,
you know what? Caramel's hard enough to get out of your teeth.
Yeah.
You know what's even harder? Caramel full of body hair.
Yeah, a tub full of it.
How do you heat it up? Like you put it on the stove and you get your
Sorcery.
girlfriend to like dip it in like one pot
I
at
sit
a
in an empty tub and then one pot at a time. Just pour the caramel.
No.
The bottom is hard by the time I'm ready to get out.
It's like a candle.
Yeah.
That would take. I imagine something different because I have a clawfoot tub in my apartment.
Whoa.
So you could probably slide like a George Foreman grill underneath it.
Oh, that's really clever.
Heat up the bottom enough.
Just start a fire.
Liquefy.
Put a bunch of kindling underneath your clawfoot tub.
Exactly. Yeah.
Your parents' place have an underneath their tub. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. I've had an under tub for a couple of years.
Undertub.
An under tub.
It sounds like someone who's fat. Like they all got a little under tub.
Oh, that's why they always smell like sweat.
Yeah, it's their under tub that does it. Yeah.
That unsalvageable crease.
Yeah.
Anyway, important turning point in the history of Deus Ex. Hugh Darrow gets massively obese and coins the term undertub. But not really. Hugh Darrow, who is the father of mechanical augmentation, while skiing, which is, I guess, a sport, injures himself in such a way that he can no longer walk without a cane.
Okay.
So this inspires him to start researching mechanical augmentation because he wants to fix himself.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's probably, like, when it happens, that's probably how it's going to happen.
He pretty much ends up becoming a Dr. Frankenstein, and here's a twist. Hugh Darrow, so it has a lot to do with genetics. Hugh Darrow is one of the few people on Earth who is genetically completely incompatible with mechanical augmentation. So the father of augmentation
can't get it.
Cannot augment himself.
That tragic
So he
story.
is still a cripple in 2027 in Human Revolution.
Okay.
Wow.
Does that make him a bad guy?
I like it.
I mean, he's the main antagonist of the game.
I was gonna say that sounds like the type of thing like I hate all these augmented people because
That's why I said he kind of becomes he does become a Dr. Frankenstein because he does intend on destroying his.
You
creation.
could argue that Dr. Frankenstein was actually a good guy who was just trying to do something beautiful and his monster got destroyed. Okay.
That's true.
Hey, do you guys smell that?
Hey, in the original, in the actual
Mary Shelley's.
In the actual book, does the Frankenstein's monster doesn't get killed, eh?
Yeah, he burns to death on an ice lake.
Really?
Yeah, he's standing on some ice and he burns to death.
Like the Thing?
In the book.
Well,
I never saw the Thing.
Like the Thing from Another Planet, which is the 50s movie that the 80s movie is based on.
How'd you get the fire out on the ice lake? Like, how does that happen?
He burns himself because because everybody hates him. Is how I remember it. But I read it in grade 8, so it's been a minute, guys.
4-2.
Yeah, middle school.
What smells worse, burning Frankenstein or Ethan covered in caramel?
Probably burning Frankenstein, not gonna lie.
You haven't smelled me covered in caramel.
That's
Rob,
where do you smell that comes from.
Yeah, you haven't smelled my undertub covered in caramel. Yeah. You guys want some toffee?
Here's a fun thing. 1999, January 1st, Austria, Belgium, Finland, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain succumbed to majestic 12 pressure and exerted via the Economic and Monetary Union of the European Union and adopt the euro as their currency.
Oh, so it's a big conspiracy.
EU and the euro are also an Illuminati front.
Of course.
Being controlled by Majestic 12, who research space aliens.
I love it. I love that this game is just like... I gotta assume they're just taking the piss at conspiracy theories at this point.
So, yeah. And then Farida Malik, which I joked about earlier. Farida Malik, who's your pilot in Human Revolution, is born in 1990.
Freedom Alec?
Farida Malik.
I heard Freedom Alec.
No, Farida Malik.
I thought his name was Alec and he got the title Freedom. I was like, that's fucking cool.
She's born in Dearborn, Michigan, in the United States.
So she's a deer.
To Arab parents. Malik is an Arab name, I think. Farida certainly is.
Could be any. Could be. It's not Christian. I can tell you that much.
Nope. I don't speak American. God damn it.
It's not Christian within the last 1,000 years.
No.
2,000 years ago, they were all pretty much the same, right?
Yeah. In the early 2000s, the Santo Water Group, these evil Frenchmen who love water, eventually managed to become the major water treatment company on Earth. And now control most of Earth's freshwater supply.
When?
In the early 2000s.
Okay.
So that's probably like a northern Quebec issue more than anything. There's a lot of fresh water in Hudson's Bay, I think.
Quebec, what country is that?
There's not that much freshwater. It's all saltwater.
It's the nation state inside Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the record, Hudson's Bay is saltwater.
It's their New Year today, as far as I know.
Oh, yeah.
The Canadian New Year's today.
It's the nation state. It's the Quebec New Year. Yeah.
Oh.
The Saint John something or other.
Yeah.
We know world history.
Yeah.
As Brazilians.
Saint Anne de Bellevue. I think it is, yeah. In the year 2000, the first artificial silicon retina is installed. These are just little tidbits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've diverged at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Deus Ex timeline at this point is way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
It's almost like they made the first game expecting by 2100 for us to be at a certain point, and then when they made the latter games, they were like, ooh, we gotta retcon some stuff, because we never would have got there unless we were already ahead of the curve.
Yeah, maybe the Illuminati has this already, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I love those. I love those, like, what people of the past thought and what the current present is, sort of thing, for 2017, where it's like the 1950s imagined us having flying cars. And then it's like actual 2017, it's like a Guardian headline from January where it says like men who live as dogs. And it's like a guy in like a Dalmatian fetish suit.
Oh, yeah. They had fetishes back in the 1950s that were just much more repressed.
We didn't have as much. Maybe that was a good thing sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you trade repressing fetishes for women being abused constantly, and a lot of minorities. Like, it wasn't a good time.
No, I know.
Nobody.
That's a fair trade.
Nobody living now should want to live in the 1950s.
Nobody wants to live in the 50s.
That should be like a test. If you want to live in the 1950s, you
might be a racist.
You don't deserve to procreate.
Yeah. This is also the assigned birth year of the AI Eliza Cassan, who we will learn about later. She ties into the Pike group and also the Montreal Olympic Stadium.
Okay.
This is all...
The Big O.
The Big O.
Cool.
Yeah. As it's colloquially known, which is what we heard.
In that foreign land of...
In the nation state of Quebec.
Yeah, exactly.
And not a whole much else is going on here for a little while.
So where does Adam Jensen come in?
Adam Jensen starts coming in, let's see here, because I do have that. Because he ends up becoming a policeman in Detroit.
Oh, he's got RoboCop. Come on.
I know, it's great. There's actually a where is it? Fuck. Oh, I lost my place. There's actually a joke in Deus Ex: Human Revolution. If you sneak through some vents into a locked room, there's two cops talking about an old 80s movie.
Oh, yeah?
About a cop in Detroit who gets augmented.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So, like, Deus Ex: Human Revolution is... They're completely aware of their time.
Yeah, the devs seem like they have a sense of humor at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because they could have put him anywhere, but they chose to put him in Detroit, you know what I mean?
There's another company here that called VersaLife. They're also an Illuminati front. They are part of the WHO, the World Health Organization, and they eventually start to supply Augs with a very important drug, which we'll learn about in a bit. So now we're blitzing up now into the present and then future. Okay.
Okay. Quick recap.
Yeah.
The companies we have. We have the
Seraph Industries.
The WHO industry. You have the Seraph Industries, who's going to become your boss, Bob Page. You have the EU.
Page Industries is a thing as well.
The water guys, the France company that controls all the water. We have a Chinese company.
Taiyang Medical.
Who's direct competitors with Seraph.
Yes.
Then we have a gang boss.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
He's simply part of the triads.
Okay.
Part of the Chinese triad.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah. No, not so far. As far as remembering all these corporations and who's who.
I don't remember names, but I remember where we are. I got a map.
Also, in 2008, there was a cholera outbreak in Zimbabwe that lasted until June 2009, resulting in 4,288 deaths. Conspiracy theorists, who at present are not crazy in the Deus Ex universe, believe the outbreak is man-made and is part of the Illuminati's human depopulation agenda.
I feel like in the Deus Ex universe, you could literally just think of anything and it will become true. You know what I mean? But people just don't have the ability to realize that. Yeah. But it's like the craziest thing you could think of, it will happen if you just think it.
What do you mean?
Because it's all conspiracy theories are actually true in this world. I was taking a jab at all those conspiracy theories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex Jones, you don't know shit.
Occam's razor, man. The simplest answer is usually the right one.
Hang on, because I haven't been scrolling. I've just been talking. I gotta find. Oh, there it is.
Talk and scroll, bro.
Excuse me.
You made a fuss about getting a mouse with a scroll option.
I know. I haven't been scrolling because I'm an idiot. I just remembered all the notes I took up until this point. Yeah. Anyway, in 2012, as far as the ultimate exit strategy from out of Iraq, the U.S. military sends squads of prosthetic-equipped soldiers into the heaviest conflict zones. Okay. So now we're starting to use people with robot bits to fight our robot wars.
And we got cyborg wars.
We got some cyborg guys. Exactly.
Battle bots.
Exactly.
I love that shit, man.
Dude, I can watch BattleBots for days.
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to build one. I used to make them out of Lego.
I always wanted to build one, then I realized that I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. And robotics is hard.
That's it. Just like get an RC car from like whatever store and tape a couple knives to it.
Yeah, that's it, dude. You could take out people with that. Drive that sucker in the mall.
I know, it's crazy, yeah.
It's cutting shins.
It's a Maverick. Motor with knives on it. Yeah, it's a Maverick.
It's a Maverick.
Yeah, fucking shin-kicking piece of shit.
Get a Roomba with just one knife on it.
Yeah, that'll teach you to clean your fucking floor.
Yeah, exactly.
In 2013, we have a milestone in the development of augmentation when the 50th healthcare clinic for the mechanically augmented opens in New Delhi. These are renamed LIMB. It's LIMB International.
Okay.
And they are part of VersaLife.
What does LIMB stand for?
It's always Illuminati. LIMB?
It's an
Legal Illuminati Management Board.
It's LIMB. It's Liberty in Mind and Body International.
Okay.
So it's actually
what a terrible name.
It's Limby.
Limby.
Well, no, it's Limb International.
Limb International.
Yeah. So Liberty in Mind and Body.
Limint.
You're free.
Liberty in Mind and Body.
You're free to chop off your arms and replace them with robot arms if you think your real arms are too weak.
I would in a heartbeat.
So I'm from Planet Danger. I can put my arm back on. You can't.
Oh,
so play safe.
Yeah. That's right. I skipped over Astar.
That famous Brazilian infomercial for children.
In 1996, Astar, a robot from Planet Danger, inspires a crippled Hugh Darrow to build mechanical augmentations.
Wow.
We do got to do the Lore Boys Planet Danger episode.
Astar, also known as Planet Danger Jesus.
Yeah. We'll get there.
And also in 2013, the first ACC, and that is the Augmented Combat Challenge. Yeah, that thing's getting a little loud. Should we...
It doesn't even pick up on the mics.
No?
It'll calm down in a second. It's just
it does pick up on the mics for sure.
It does?
I cut it out last time, yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a pause?
Do, please come back.
I don't know why.
Okay, yeah, all right. We are good to go.
We're recording?
We are recording, yes. Post. Once again, post technical issues.
You mean everyone can hear me right now?
Yeah, well, unless you cut it out, yeah.
Oh, it's getting cut.
Where the fuck were we? We were in 2014. Everybody remembers 2014. It was 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Rebecca Black's Friday.
Oh, really?
I have no idea.
That was 13 or 12.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that was a while.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Actually, it was 2011. I remember the apartment I was in. Yeah.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
So in 2014, Rebecca Black's Friday comes out, and the Illuminati sees this as another way
It's
to
another
rise to
opportunity.
power.
Rebecca Black is an Illuminati sleeper cell.
She's actually a
that's real life.
She's actually a hologram.
Oh, is she?
Part of the Pike network.
You know, if you Google like Friday and you can see like the trends or whatever, it always spikes on Friday because there's some people who just keep putting it on.
I'm that guy who posted in the work chat every Friday.
Yeah.
I post Rebecca Black.
This is something that is a real fact. Okay, when I used to work for Amazon before my current job, and because I was in charge of inventory.
Okay.
So I had a desk in the warehouse where laborers would bring me shit.
The drones would bring you shit.
Yeah, exactly.
The cyborgs.
Where the just all the ant workers would bring me boxes of stuff, and then I'd have to like catalog it and register it on our internal system.
Okay.
At our particular warehouse. And every Friday we had a Friday playlist. So we would start with Friday by Rebecca Black, and then we had Katy Perry's Last Friday Night or whatever.
Okay,
and then it would lead into another song by a guy who I don't remember.
Which has Friday in it.
Sang about the days of the week. Exactly.
Okay.
So we did have a Friday.
Solomon Grundy.
We had a Friday playlist every Friday at 4:15, and then 15 minutes, 5 o'clock. Everybody,
nice.
Ship out. That was the sound of a snowstorm. Anyway, 2014. Measles outbreak in the Congo results in 4,500-ish deaths. Conspiracy theorists once again believe this was a man-made outbreak. So this we'll get into when we talk about ambrosia.
That's that important thing that you mentioned.
Ambrosia.
The drug.
Is ambrosia a drug? Ambrosia's a drug, I think. I can't remember.
Not in real life. Ambrosia's like nectar of the gods kind of thing. Ambrosia is
God's spunk.
God's spunk, yeah.
Anyway, also in 2014, Adam Jensen, protagonist of Human Revolution and Mankind Divided, joins the Detroit police force.
Okay. He's ready to be RoboCop.
He's a cop now, not a robo yet.
Okay. No robo yet.
That sounded painful.
It was one of those ones that kind of came out your nose a bit, and the bubbles are a little spicy.
Okay. Just like milk.
Yeah.
Just like spicy milk.
Just like my milk. Yeah. In 2016, in the Arctic, which is the important one, and several other oceans across the globe, construction begins on what's called the Pangaea project.
Okay. Which
is what Hugh Darrow, the father of augmentation, is currently working on to stem global warming.
Okay.
These are massive holes dug into the earth in the middle of the ocean that want to use ionization to repair the ozone layer.
Okay.
None of this makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Nothing you just said to me makes any sense.
It's 2016, which, you know,
Ionize.
They want to dig big old holes in the ground.
You remember how dumb we were as a people back in 2014?
Yeah.
What's Pangaea though? Because Pangaea is like whenever the continent was all one, right?
It's not Pangaea, it's Pangaea.
Pangaea,
which is some Greek myth.
I thought
it's some kind of like wonderful island in Greek legends or something. Don't look at me. It's not like I'm half Greek or anything, and I would know about this.
Yeah.
Didn't go to Greek school.
Half Greek and the one who researched this episode.
Yeah.
Your Bulgarian side really took.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking
Brazilian. We're Brazilian today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Vacationing in Madrid.
Yeah.
Because we can understand parts of Spanish due to our first languages being Portuguese.
They're literally the same language.
No, whoa.
No. So I used
You're speaking to some Brazilians here. Don't say that.
I used to work next to a music store where the manager spoke Portuguese, and he would always make fun of himself by saying that Portuguese people sound like deaf Spanish people.
Yeah.
And they do, though.
That's a classic joke.
Man.
Yeah. It told us when he was counting, it's still like uno, dos, tres, but it's like uno, dos, tres.
I definitely advertise.
Thomas FBI.
I definitely advertise this podcast to a couple Portuguese people, and I'm sorry.
No, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. We're just goofing on them.
No,
goof.
God, you gotta get goofed on every now and then.
Everything I say.
I don't. I certainly don't.
I mean, some things and not other things. We're the perfect trio.
Whoa!
You can ask one of us a question. How do you find the right path?
One of us only tells the truth, and one of us only tells lies. James lies all the time.
Yeah.
James Miller, born in 1981.
1991.
No.
Oh.
Can you trust that?
Can you trust that?
Yeah, that's true.
I always tell lies. Ooh.
One of us always tells the truth. One of us always tells lies. I say James was born in 1981. James claims to be born in 1991. Which is it, James?
I don't know. I can't prove
We
it.
can figure this out, but
Fuck it.
so I get to pose you guys one question, right?
Yeah.
What's the other guy gonna tell me? That's the answer to the riddle for anyone wondering. That's the answer to the riddle. What's the other guy gonna tell me?
That's how you get the fox, the sheep, and the bag of grain across the river.
Well, it's because you have to bring the fox back, don't you?
Yeah.
Into your pocket.
Yeah. How do you fit a fox, a chicken, and a bag of corn
You don't bring the fox
in your pocket? And with a canoe.
Get bigger pants.
Bigger
with the
pants.
canoe. Yeah.
When you're doing your portage.
In time.
Where are we?
Riddles. This is the riddles in the darkness.
Yeah. 2017, Adam Jensen successfully transports a chicken, bag of grain, and a hen across a river, which secures his promotion to be head of a SWAT
It's not
team in
easy to
Detroit.
do. He deserves to be head of the SWAT team in Detroit. If you can figure that shit out.
Yeah. A chicken, a hen, and a bag of
And a
grain.
bag of grain.
Well, since it was like Detroit, it would be like a bag of meth, a meth head, and a meth dealer.
Oh.
And you'd have to transport all of them across.
So the
at
meth
the
is
same
the
time.
chicken. is
Well,
what you're saying.
the dealer doesn't do from his own stash, right? So you bring the meth head across first. Then when you come back, you get the meth bag.
Yeah.
But then you bring the meth dealer back.
No, because you can't leave the meth dealer there with the meth bag.
The meth dealer's not going to...
Peter, you would be good at making IQ tests because a lot of people, the context is everything to solving the problem, right? Like, if you don't know a
change
meth...
the problem.
Yeah, if you don't know a meth head, but you know chickens, then you do the chicken one.
I want to go to Detroit and IQ test on the 6 remaining citizens in the city.
Lore Boys Detroit,
Lore
where
Boys
we
Detroit.
we
Oh my
get
God.
shot in East Detroit.
Dude, an episode about the lore of Detroit would be so fucking funny.
That'd be sad.
I guess.
I
wouldn't fucking
We
Detroit.
love you, Detroit.
Yeah.
Beautiful people, beautiful
Yeah.
city, Motor City. I love the Red Wings. Go Wings.
I went through Detroit once. It's like society evaporated. It's weird. Anyway, a little callback here to our Team Fortress episode in 2017. So it's a little iffy, right? Because Australia, pretty big deal in Team Fortress.
Yes.
Not a huge deal in Deus Ex.
Really?
What's true?
So that's more like real life.
Illuminati. Deus Ex is much closer to real life than Team
because
Fortress.
nobody cares about
Because nobody gives a
Australia.
fuck about Australia. Australian people, maybe.
Yeah, they're cool.
I met a couple.
They're
A
cool.
buddy of mine's dating an Australian girl.
They got the Barrier Reef, not for long.
Hey.
Oh, punked.
Fucking boom roasted.
2017, like this, I don't understand. Australia declares independence, becoming the Republic of Australia. New Zealand becomes an associate state 6 months later.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know what? In none of the games and in none of my research did I understand who they were declaring independence from.
Well, it would be the UK, but apparently they never got
Are they
there.
not currently?
They are currently, yeah.
They're not part of the UK. They're an
No,
independent country.
the same as the UK ceded all rights to all colonies. Eventually,
Yeah.
except for I think like the UK Virgin Islands and like there's a couple colonies.
Yeah. And when the Redcoats invaded Canada.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
in
well,
the
there was
days.
also that. Yeah.
Canada asked politely. It was Pierre Elliott Trudeau who did it actually.
Ask politely for that.
Asked politely for our independence.
Yeah, for our independence.
I mean, their
in
independence.
1971. Right.
77, I think.
In the midst of all the affairs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My foreign history is just terrible, so.
I don't know much about it. Yeah, I don't know about
Okay.
foreign countries.
America's independent, or Australia's independent.
Yeah.
In this.
Also in 2017, Taiyong Medical, who we mentioned earlier, was a competitor to Seraph Industries,
Mhm.
invest in the construction of a city called Hengsha, which is a 2-tiered city. So you've got the wealthy elites on
and
the
you got the
top
poor
level,
people underneath.
and you've got the slums underneath. So it's a 2-level city on the Yangtze
Why do you
River.
design a city like that? It's just like you're it's got to be like rich people being like rich people with a complex. Like I need to literally be above poor people at all times.
I don't know if you design the city like that or you just have the rich people gather in one place and then the poor people kind of like leeches just kind
But
of
the
like
way he said it
gather
was
around.
it was this company designed this city this way.
They absolutely did. The
So,
corporate
that's what I
headquarters
mean,
of
like-
Taiyong Medical are on the upper level.
On
The
the
rich
upper
man
And this
needs
is a
the
major
poor man,
location
though.
in Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Oh, is that where it takes place?
You go to Hengsha.
Okay.
In Deus Ex Human Revolution, you start in Detroit, you go to Hengsha, which is this fake city in the Yangtze River, and you go to Montreal, and then one of the Panchaea installations
Okay, cool.
in the Arctic.
Sure.
In 2018, a very important character from the first Deus Ex named Paul Denton is born. Older brother to J.C. Denton.
J.C. Denton.
J.C. Denton, younger brother, player character. Paul Denton, older brother, firstborn, 2018.
Okay.
Also in 2018, Adam Jensen, for real, not the Fox and the Meth Head thing, joins the Detroit Police Department SWAT team under the command of a man named Quincy Durant.
Quincy, that's a great name for a police chief.
Quincy Durant, great name in general.
Great name for a police chief in particular.
Clancy is from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Clancy Wiggum.
Quincy,
good name.
Quincy.
Maybe I'll name my kid Clancy.
I think like Quincy
or
a good
Quincy?
like jazz
Quincy
artist
O'Donoghue?
name, like Quincy. It's kind of like different, and it's got like a nice smooth.
Quincy
kind of-
Robinson would be a
Quincy
good
Jones
name.
is a producer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Enough of that.
music history podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I just need to drink deep for my Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, you never said that at the top of the episode.
I'm drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Don't worry, guys. Somebody brought it back to Pabst Blue Ribbon. Today was Peter.
Nobody panic.
Yeah.
Peter's drinking the Pabst.
Don't worry, guys. Stop spending in money. We're still sponsored by Pabst.
I'm drinking a Peeber's.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's because the grocery store was closed today, so I couldn't get anything else. I had to go to the
It's
Dep.
the nectar of the slums.
I had I had to go to the corner store. I think I just used a slang term. If somebody wants to catch on to that, sorry.
The deputy of beer dispensers. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Y'all remember Bell Tower?
Yeah.
The PMCs came together after the Falklands War. 2019, Bell Tower Associates becomes an umbrella group for private military contractors.
Okay.
So now is the Illuminati
They're
in charge
not
of
just Merc. They're a Merc conglomerate.
Now they're a Merc company.
Yeah.
So basically, you got your iOS 7, you got your iOS 8, iOS 9.
You got your fucking Android. You got your fucking Windows phone.
Nobody has an Android. Nobody has a Windows phone.
Nobody has Windows phone.
My buddy Alexi.
Most people have
My buddy
Android.
Alexi had a Windows phone. He has a great story about that. He actually got hit by a bus
Okay.
because he was standing at the bus stop holding his phone, and as the bus rolled in, it fell out of his hand, bounced off the tip of his shoe, and then was immediately run over by the bus as it pulled into the depot.
Whoa.
Still worked because it was a Nokia Windows phone.
I was gonna say,
but he couldn't touch the screen because it was so cracked. It couldn't detect anything anymore.
Oh, so it didn't still work.
It would turn on, but you couldn't use the. You couldn't
screen
use
didn't
it.
work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good for him getting rid of his Windows phone.
Yeah, now he has an Android. It's quite nice.
They're bad.
Now we get to jump forward finally into the 2020s.
Okay.
Mechanical augmentation is currently widespread. However, your body very much would like to reject all these metal bits you're jamming inside of it.
Yeah.
So there's a suppression drug known as neuropazine, which is created by VersaLife, which is an Illuminati front.
Naturally.
Messing with your brain, right?
It just tells your body that you don't need to push out your robot bits.
Yeah, okay.
At present, there is no solution for this.
Okay.
There's also in the early 2020s work on nano augmentation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The Majestic 12 scientists assign Bob Page
Okay.
as
Worst
head of research.
supervillain ever.
Worst supervillain ever. But they're still having a number of difficulties in the 2020s.
Okay.
So we're not at the point where nano augmentation is a thing. Nano augmentation, though, is the reason the J.C. Denton, the player character from the first game, does not have robot parts.
Okay.
Because he is nano augmented. He has like buzzy electrical blue veins, which is where his
superpowers
the
come
nano
from?
flow.
Okay.
But he does not have robot
Nano
bits.
flow.
There are some older model agents that you work with at UNATCO in the first game.
Who have augments?
It's Gunter Herman and
Gunter.
a woman whose name I forget.
And a woman.
Nano flow sounds like something that a very intricate rap artist would have.
That's it.
No,
Homeboy's got nano flow.
No, or it's gonna be a drink in like 10 years that we find as poison, full of nano
Nano flow. Unleash the beast.
You can stay awake for fucking 6 days as long as there's a USB port nearby.
Just gotta get that 4.2.
Our new buses have USB plugs where the stop button is.
Yeah, those European buses are full of those.
South
USBs.
American. We're from Brazil.
I know,
Jesus
that's what
Christ.
he said.
Oh, we're in Madrid.
Euro South American.
Yeah, we're in Madrid though.
That's true.
Where are we? Where in the world are the lore boys?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious. In 2020, California tries to secede from the United States for some reason, probably because they're a bunch of pretentious assholes.
You.
It fails.
Are they, or is the United States going in a poor direction? Who knows?
At present?
Tune in to Deus Ex and find out.
At present, United States don't particularly support the direction they're taking, but I think this existed before their most recent unfortunate election.
Yep. JFK.
Okay, so California tries to secede.
Doesn't work.
Fails.
Darrow Industries sells the patent of neuroprosine, the anti-augmentation rejection drug, to VersaLife, and then Hugh Darrow fires all of his research staff and sells off branches of Darrow Industries.
Wow.
So this is where he starts turning into the Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay.
This is how he starts to turn into the villain of Human Revolution.
Okay.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police come under investigation when their use of lethal force to deter a horde of American economic refugees, nicknamed Snowbacks. They use lethal force from deterring the crossing the Montana-BC border near the town of Roosevelt. So this is kind of the lore that gets added in when IDOS Montreal took over, and they started to very much try to make Canada matter, which is why the Picus group is in Montreal and in the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, if I have
They're
one
in the
gripe,
Olympic Stadium.
Canada's always trying to make themselves matter, which they don't.
No, they definitely don't. Yeah.
No.
Bunch of fucking snowbacks.
Bunch of fucking snowbacks.
Is that like a call out to South Park, the episode with the goobacks?
I think it's a play on wetback, which is what people in the States call Mexicans.
Oh,
it's like a modified slur.
Races have like no creativity. They just use something that's already there and then just like put a word before it. I'm not gonna get into them, but like snowbacks. Come on.
2023, a 5-year-old Paul Denton is chosen as a test subject to be cloned.
All right.
Does it work? Does it take?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We can clone
sheep. Find out. Who knows?
I'm trying to find...
This is not the place you should come if you want to know things about video games.
No. You spelled Illuminati wrong.
I just fucking hit everything.
God damn it!
He's walking so slowly and making so much
loud,
noise.
Yeah. Now, I'm having an issue finding the year. But at some point, the Picus group ends up purchasing the unused, crumbling, and worthless Montreal Olympic Stadium and turning it into their headquarters.
Okay.
And they create a massive underground complex that houses a giant supercomputer which projects the hologram of their AI, who is the TV host Eliza Cassan.
Okay.
She is the one and only news broadcaster, and she broadcasts only the Illuminati point of view.
Okay.
Very much like CNN.
Yeah. Or Fox News, or MSNBC,
or just American news.
Pick your poison.
In general, yeah. It's all poison. Don't listen to the news. They're all lying to you.
Yeah, listen to Alex Jones. He knows what's up.
Alex Jones is a madman, but I love the fact he's real.
Yeah, that's it.
Seems
too good to be true that he's real,
God,
right?
So fucking crazy. I know, like, some people get, like, upset that he's allowed to do these things. I'm like, no, let it happen. The only way we could know that he's so fucking crazy is if we let him talk.
Exactly.
Like, we can't be... because if you suppress speech, you're afraid of what might be heard, right? I'm not afraid of what Alex Jones is going to say, because he's a maniac.
That's wild. He'd fit right in this universe, but he'd be a danger in this universe because everything he said,
about everything
he said would come true, and there'd be lizard people taking over everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, and now we have. So that was 2023. Paul Denton was cloned. Okay. Now there's like an ever-increasing influx of temporary workers on one side, and the lack of adequate housing in the Czech Republic. So they hired the Santo Group to build something called the Udalek Complex.
Okay.
The Udalek Complex will come into play in Mankind Divided because it becomes an Og ghetto when everybody gets very racist against people who are very dangerous.
Okay.
I have my own reservations with...
Why don't the augmented people who are very dangerous just be dangerous and fuck up these people?
You see, that's a question that I'll have. Like, I'll get into my problems with Mankind Divided, despite the fact it's really good, but I think that the fact that they tried to shift away from Illuminati bullshit to racism doesn't work in the same way that it doesn't work in the X-Men.
Okay.
Like, the X-Men was about, like, gay rights and racism, but you know what's...
From the start?
Yeah, well, that's why they're all different and they all go to the same school, right? So the X-Men is a terrible allegory for acceptance Because being gay is okay,
Yeah.
being black is okay, being anything is okay.
Being able to manipulate metal with your mind.
You know what's not okay? Uncontrollable laser eyes. The fact that Cyclops needs sunglasses or goggles at all times makes him legitimately more dangerous than a normal person.
Yeah.
So,
Legitimately more dangerous than your average black person.
But is it just that the world's not ready for, like, let's say a homosexual to shine, like for him to take off his glasses or his facade?
No, it's very much metaphor.
Yeah.
It's very much a metaphor.
I guess the world's not ready, but Cyclops in the X-Men can't control his laser eyes.
Yeah.
Like, the fact of the matter is, like, if a gay dude took his sunglasses off, it wouldn't cut a building in half.
No. Yeah. Just give me a boner. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry.
Gay dudes, by and large, are not dangerous.
At all.
No.
I mean, black people, by and large, aren't dangerous.
Cyclops.
People, by and large, aren't dangerous.
Cyclops is dangerous, though.
Cyclops is dangerous. And in any situation,
and should probably
here's a person with a WMD.
Yeah, and frankly, should be discriminated against.
Yeah,
that's why the X-Men don't work. And so I guess I'll get into it now. The reason I don't think the racism in Mankind Divided makes any goddamn sense, because you know what's not dangerous? A normal person from Earth of any color or sexuality.
Exactly.
You know what is goddamn dangerous? Someone with robot arms that might have hidden swords.
Yeah, might have WMDs. Who knows?
Might have a laser gun.
Yeah.
And that's why you should discriminate against OGs and also the X-Men.
No, I get OGs. I'm all for it.
I mean, this is the thing from the Zero Punctuation Review. I already wear glasses, so I'm already a product of science.
You're ogged.
I use mechanical augmentation to see.
Yeah. Contact lenses too.
I don't have contacts.
I use a penis pump, so. So I'm just a liar, I guess. That was the
point. Caramel and penis pumps. That's Ethan's secret.
That's trademarked by me.
So here's a good little factoid. 2025, Quebec begins agitating for a referendum on independence again, but the Canadian Parliament are resistant. With the public interest and the issue lost, the separatist movement finally falls apart.
Oh wow.
2025.
2025.
2025.
No more separatists.
Still waiting for it. Yeah.
No more nationalists.
What else here? 2026. In the wake of ongoing terrorist atrocities, the United Nations begins a series of evaluation studies considering the future creation of new laws and an anti-terrorist force.
So this is during the games?
No, this is still right before.
2027?
2026.
2026 is the start of the games?
Yes.
Okay.
2026, a book called Deus Ex, The Icarus Effect begins.
A book?
It's a book.
Okay.
It's a canon book, which I have not read.
It's a real book?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
This is about a man named Alex Mason. He is part of Bell Tower, and he works with the 3 mercenaries who are 3 of the 4 bosses in Human Revolution.
Okay.
Oh.
So he's a bad dude who used to work for British SAS. He's got 1 augmented arm.
Okay.
And
he's got good squeezy powers.
He got very good squeezy powers.
Okay. Great grip.
Great grip.
2027, Britain's Queen is augmented. Sparks outrage. No more information on that. So I guess it would be...
She's still kicking in 2027.
Apparently still around.
10 years from now.
10 years from now, she'd be 102. Gets
God save the Queen, man.
Robot bits. Now she's 7'6". And
yeah.
And we're very concerned
She's a brain in a jar.
Yeah, we're very concerned with her being not amused. And finally, the events of Deus Ex Human Revolution and its expansion pack, The Missing Link, happen in 2027. Adam Jensen is now working for Seraph Industries as head of security.
Okay.
They are attacked by Bell Tower terrorists who are heavily augmented. They kidnap his girlfriend, Megan Reed, to steal and her entire science team based on their analysis of genetics. So, Megan Reed has secretly been studying Adam's DNA.
Adam specifically.
Okay. Because Adam...
She's a stalker and she's likes him?
No, they were dating.
Okay.
So she was probably like...
You could be a stalker and an ex.
She was like stealing hairs off his pillow, presumably.
So that she's a stalker.
Little stalkery, yeah. So remember how Hugh Darrow, the father of mechanical augmentation, was genetically incompatible with Ogs.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Jensen is genetically...
Super compatible.
There we go. Adam Jensen does not need neuropathy.
His dick is actually just a USB cable.
Yeah. Exactly. Actually, no. He still, as far as I understand, he still has a normal penis. because his augmented legs are up to just above his knees.
Oh, so just below his penis.
What? Okay, other than your penis, Ethan, or Peter, like what would you want to augment first if you could have one piece?
Oh,
and
other than your penis.
Yeah. I know Ethan would say the daddy dick. That's his thing.
All about the daddy dick. Bring it back to episode 1.
Can I augment my brain?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I would do that, absolutely.
But would you want to like super like? I would want something that maybe last longer. Maybe you would have a great brain, but you'd still die.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess.
You're the one who said that you didn't want to be immortal, though.
No, I don't.
If everyone else is immortal, I guess it's not so bad.
I don't
hang out
mind.
forever.
Yeah.
There's a big difference of
On
living
episode
longer.
491,000 of the
Yeah.
Lower Boys podcast.
Oh, yeah.
There's a big difference from living longer than 100 years and living forever. Like getting 1,000 years in.
No, I don't see that.
No?
I have difficulty with time. I can't see 15 minutes into the future, so
Yeah.
anything past that is all the same to me.
Yeah.
As far as like Deus Ex level mechanical augments go, I'd probably happily augment my internal organs. I'd
Yeah.
have a augmented heart, augmented lungs,
Heart for
augmented
sure.
stomach to make me immune
Yeah.
to poison, augmented intestines.
Yeah.
I'd love to augment my eyes, frankly, because I hate wearing glasses, and I think if I could zoom in or whatever, I think that'd be neat.
Don't want to do laser surgery?
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
it's there.
No.
We're
In my
here.
family,
Lauren
like
just got LASIK.
Yeah.
Actually, he's free of glasses for the first time in like 20 years.
in my
likes it,
family,
though,
my
no?
heart is definitely gonna go first. Like all the males, is that's what's gonna happen. So I put a new heart in, and then I got a chance at life, man.
Yeah. I probably not, unless I suffered an accident where I lost a part. I don't think I would voluntarily augment any of my limbs.
Yeah, it'd be tough, eh?
Well, I don't know.
I would augment my right arm, and it would just be I'd cut my hand off and just be a fleshlight.
Yeah,
exactly.
fleshlight
Yeah.
attachment.
You know me so well.
Yeah.
Your hand just looks like one of those worms, like
Yeah.
It's like the brain worm from Starship Troopers.
Yeah. No, it's literally just they're gonna cut off my hand and then they're gonna duct tape a modern fleshlight to the stump.
You don't want an augmented fleshlight.
What's a pre-modern or a post-modern fleshlight?
Cantaloupe.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Some kind of fruit.
It's a
melon.
soft microwave vegetable.
Yeah.
Would be our fruit would be like a it's a pre-war fleshlight.
Pre-war.
Here's your military pack. Here's your rations.
Yeah.
Here's your cigarettes. Here's your speed. Here's your
fleshlight.
cantaloupe.
Yeah. Here's your cantaloupe.
Yeah, that's what it's like conspicuously absent.
But I wouldn't do a cantaloupe on the end of my arm because it would go bad fast, and I'd have to keep changing it.
And you have to microwave it frequently because like cold cantaloupe on your dick
I
can't be
just
nice.
stick my hand in a fucking microwave.
Can't be nice.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess if it was a modern fleshlight, I'd have to wash my hands very often.
Fairly often.
Yeah. Don't take food from me. That's all I can say. Oh.
If he offers to shake your hand.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my right hand. Too.
How do you shake a hand like that? Do I like stick a couple fingers in and
Like
shake?
a cantaloupe? Look,
Stick a couple fingers in.
It's got like a slot carved in it, right?
Yeah.
So you just like stick 3 fingers in and just like go up and down.
This is gross.
As God intended.
This is
As
gross.
God intended.
This is gross.
As JC Dendon intended.
JC was all up in that
Yeah,
stuff.
the OG JC.
Yeah. A cantaloupe is augmented.
No seeds.
Vibrates.
Wouldn't that like pulverize the flesh on the inside
Yeah,
of
it
the fruit?
pulps it.
Yeah.
Ew. No, it's nice. Then you got a nice juice at the
It
end
sounds
of
like a dentist drill, like on the inside of your head. Though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That sounds wretched.
I don't care what it sounds like when I fuck, as long as I get my dick sticky.
Sticky?
What the fuck are we talking about?
Dick, sticky, cantaloupe.
You got us off the rails there, bud. Where the fuck was I in summarizing the first game?
God only
Jensen augmented after terrorist attack at Seraph Industries.
It was the 4 mercs. One of them had one arm that was augmented.
Yeah, Alex Mason.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, from Deus Ex Icarus Effect
There we go.
and Deus Ex The Fall.
There we go.
Anyway. No, Megan Reed was stealing Adam's DNA
She was
because
doing that as well,
he's
yeah.
Aug perfect.
Yeah.
And she wants to find something to integrate into Augs so as to make the human body not reject them.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
what we get in the future, but eventually that ends up not happening, and we end up with nanotechnology in the first Deus Ex.
Okay.
And people with robot bits are regarded as old models. So this is
Whoa.
this would have been a more interesting path, I think, for the take if they wanted to take the bigotry theme from real life.
Should have done some logs and
you should have.
full logs.
They should have done like some people are a flip phone and some people are an iPhone 7, right?
Yeah.
That is human on human where they are equals because they're both physically augmented.
Whereas that's more like an economic parallel than a race.
If you're afraid of a man with a hidden gun in his chest, that's like actually a legitimate fear because a robot person is a dangerous.
Concealed weapons are something that need to be controlled.
Yeah, are these robots bound by the 3 laws, or are they just completely...
No, they're augmented people.
Okay.
It's like, imagine if, you know in the Paralympics, people, like, run on those, like, crescent blades, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if that was just a robot leg that made them faster than a normal person.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So
you summed that up quickly. Like I wouldn't have been...
Yeah,
the run on crescent blades. I think that's the shortest way you could say that.
I don't know, it's Paralympics.
No, that was perfect.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that catches on. Crescent blades, kind of neat. Get yourself a fresh set of crescent blades.
Crescent blades, homeboy.
Nice.
Just gotta cut your legs off.
Yeah.
Or tragically lose your legs by accident.
Yeah,
it happens.
Oh.
Right.
Who wants to do that?
I mean, I don't personally. So yeah, Megan Reed's been harvesting Adam's DNA somehow.
Sperm.
See, that's what I was originally thinking.
She's just keeping it all.
Yeah.
She's making him wear a condom. Yeah. She's offering to throw out the condom every time. Boom.
Oh.
Boom.
There's a lot of ways to get.
That's why I always throw out my own condom.
I was going to say, it's like I always dispose of my own condoms now, and my girlfriend's an artist, so I can't imagine she's doing anything science-y.
No, she'd do something artsy.
That's even worse.
She's got a whole canvas ready.
Yeah. God forbid if things go wrong and I end up with a scientist at some point, and she's like, "I'll throw away your condoms for you, Peter." Yeah. I'm just like, "No, bitch, you're harvesting my DNA because I'm compatible with mechanical augmentation." She's like, "Peter, calm down." I'm like, "You're the Illuminati spy. If you don't love me, this is your job."
That's literally how every amorous encounter I have
sounds
ends.
like a healthy relationship.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's my life. I mean, every time I have sex, that's how it ends.
I mean, I'm often suspicious that the women who choose me are not because they like me in some ways, because they're spying
on my Illuminati agents.
They're Illuminati. Listen, I played 3 Deus Ex games. I'm very paranoid. You guys don't understand because you haven't played any of them.
That's it. Like, girlfriend, I'm willing to do this non-lethal, but if you force me.
Yeah. Listen, I think it goes against my character.
Yeah. I think so. But maybe I don't reload that autosave, you know? Who knows? Then it's a kill run.
F5, F9, my life, please. So, there's a terrorist attack on There's a terrorist attack on Serif Industries. There's a terrorist attack.
Terrorist attack on Serif Industries.
You know, like earlier on, I was like, at some point I'm gonna slur Deus Ex into Day of Sex.
Sure.
Nice meme, Peter, but I can't say terrorist attack. There's a twist. Illuminati behind it all. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, terrorists. I fuck with all the time. Freudian slip.
Terrorist attack.
Terrorist Day of Sex.
Anyway, some bad dudes.
Bad dudes blow shit up.
Blow up some bullshit at Serif Industries and critically wound Adam Jensen.
Oh,
and
no.
They have the money and
to
they
rebuild
can rebuild him. And they save
he will
his
be
life
bigger. He will be stronger. He will be faster.
Exactly. And he will have sunglasses built into his face.
Oh. Does he? Those sunglasses that I always see Adam Jensen wearing, those are built into his face?
He's not wearing them in the same sense that you're not technically wearing your eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
Dude, that's part of it. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, like the golden bits retract.
Okay.
But they are part of his HUD.
For the record, these eyebrows are glued on. So I get your analogy, but it's a
those blonde, dainty eyebrows.
Yeah.
You just
so perfect. That's like when I was drawing our thumbnail. The fact you're blonde was such a bitch. That's why your mustache is like.
That's why I chose to be
little
blonde.
Black lines.
To fuck your shit up.
Drawing James was easy. Drawing myself was easy. Drawing you, God damn it.
It's hard to draw God. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like when Lovecraft's characters try to describe Cthulhu.
Yeah.
It's so fucking miraculous.
It's so out of our comprehension and terrifying that
I couldn't possibly describe Ethan.
Lovecraft does an okay job, but it's like they were talking about making a show based on like Lovecraft stories, and it's like
It'd be interesting, I guess.
No, it wouldn't, because you get to the end of like a lot of his books. It's like, then I saw a statue and I went mad, and it's like you can never show that in a TV show. You know? Or like in Mountains of Madness, you come across this mountain range literally made of impossible shapes. That's how it's described.
I know,
in text, and it's like you can't show that in a TV show, guys, and that's 90% of what Lovecraft is. It's shit like that. So
it's I was listening to an audiobook of like Call of Cthulhu and other Lovecraft tales, and it's like. His paragraphs are like 95% adjectives and adverbs.
Oh my god, I hate Lovecraft, man.
And like one other thing.
I hate Lovecraft. I cannot read Lovecraft.
The idea is so cool of like the fear of something that you could not possibly understand.
But his writing is terrible.
Okay, so imagine you are a snail. And I have a dog, right? My dog runs up, almost eats the snail. And I go, ah, don't eat the snail, right? The snail sees something, almost eat it, run away. And then I go up and I look at the snail and I accidentally step on it. What does the snail understand?
Nothing.
It just sees like this huge beast that comes at it, doesn't know why it's going to kill it.
I don't even know if snails see, you know what I mean? Don't they smell more than they see?
But it wouldn't be able to comprehend it at all. And it would be like near death twice and then die and not have an inkling of why it happened.
But it's like we'll get into this.
Yeah, we can get into it another time. It's just a cool idea.
What if the snails were mechanically augmented, like Adam Jensen was to save his life by Seraph Industries?
Oh, yeah.
What? We're back.
They've got little sunglasses on.
Oh, snails with sunglasses.
It's too bad you guys haven't played Human Revolution. Actually, since it's currently the Steam sale, you should probably get the director's cut. Mad cheap. I fucking love it.
My roommate has it. I just haven't played it.
So good. God, I love the modern day sex games so much. The music in the first one is leagues better than the music in the second one.
Okay.
But the second one arguably does have a lot more options.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're both great. They're fantastic. The first one's fantastic as well.
Good game. Good game.
Invisible War, maybe I'll get into.
We'll see. You're getting all hyped, man. You're all hypey now.
Excuse me. I'm a gassy little girl.
All hypey, all burpy.
Gassy little girl.
Yeah. Anyway, Adam Jensen is augmented, and then he is sent in to investigate who and why there was an attack on Seraph Industries.
Okay.
The whole thing was because they wanted to kidnap Megan Reed.
And this is the start of the game?
Yep.
You're being sent in to investigate.
You played Human Adam at the beginning of the first game.
Oh.
Yeah, you play up until the point where you are critically wounded. Yeah, and have all of your bits replaced.
So that's like the intro.
Yeah.
You're human, and then
lots of your bits.
This big boom, and then your bits are metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you got metal bits.
Yeah, you got metal bits now.
Metal bits.
You got 2 metal arms. You got metal shins to prevent kicking from Mavericks.
Yeah, naturally.
You got a metal heart. You've got augmented lungs.
You didn't have to stop for that.
It was so dramatic, though.
Yeah,
I had to cough.
I was like, is he gonna sneeze?
Threw your shoulder around like you had a cape like Phantom of the Opera and just
I live my life like I'm the Phantom of the Opera.
He is the Phantom. Well, that's why his face is so horribly burned.
Yeah.
Just on the one side.
That's why. Because I wanted to be more like the Phantom of the Opera.
Big fan. Tattoo didn't do it justice.
Yeah,
I tried to get the mask tattooed on, but I was like, nah, fuck. Just burn me, fam.
Just burn me.
So Adam ends up unraveling this vast conspiracy involving Hugh Darrow.
Okay.
VersaLife.
Bob Page.
Bob Page, not yet. He's in a post-credit scene.
Oh.
He's before the game, but he is cloaked in shadow.
Ooh,
not unlike the Phantom of the Opera.
Spoopy.
Okay.
That's pretty spoopy.
This is podcast material. Just all of us chuckling. Yeah.
I wish. Oh fuck. I wish you wouldn't derail me. So
I'm not trying to.
Ethan,
I'm fucking with you, man.
I have to cough.
Ethan, you're a thin guy, but you can get 4 chins going whenever you want.
Yeah.
That's like 1, 2, 3,
Can
6.
Yeah, you got a couple.
Yeah, good one. It's because I got like a very pointy chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the beard that hides it.
So
that's why I have it.
Hard to tell.
I finally started watching some of The Office. And remember on the last episode, I told you guys that I was a better looking BJ Novak?
Yes.
I really, really am.
Yeah.
It's
No,
weird. He has really nice blue eyes, though.
I'm expecting you to start a fire in my toaster oven, like anytime.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Is that something that happens in that show?
Yeah,
Oh,
Ryan
yeah.
started the fire. It was always
Defines his
burning. The
character.
world was turning.
I've only seen 4 episodes of the show. In
Yeah,
season 4 and 5, when
He-
he's already
Man.
there.
He cooks a quesadilla and
Before
lights
that,
the
yeah.
office on fire.
Yeah. I got a story. Here's the lore boys aside. The lore of why Peter hates The Office.
Let's hear it.
So I used to live with this other guy named Peter, who at some point took some time off work because he was sad, which was fine. And at the beginning, I totally cared about his mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Except his way of coping with his depression was to watch The Office literally all day.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He watched season 1 to whatever it ends.
8, I think.
Who cares?
8 or 9.
And then he did that 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So I had to hear that theme song, which is many, many times louder than the actual television show, thunder through the halls of my apartment for 2.5 months.
Yeah.
And then it took me when I started dating my current girlfriend like 10 months ago. She was like, "Ooh, I love The Office. We should watch it together." I still wasn't ready to start watching The Office up until like
fantastic
2,
show.
maybe 3 weeks ago. Dude, I watched some of it last night with her.
Yeah.
Laughed my fucking ass
It's a
off.
fantastic show.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I still get that. You know, if you ever hear in TV, if I guess it's more of an Apple problem in TV and movies when you hear like the iPhone alarm or text noise.
The marimba.
You have like a Pavlovian response to it. You just like.
You check your phone.
I have the same thing. I still have the same issue with the Office theme song where it physically upsets me to hear that theme song from the
Trailer Park Boys did that to me because I had a guy. I was living in a house with 5 people, and there was this guy who was 10 years older than us who would just walk into our place, plop himself down in the living room, and watch Trailer Park Boys at full volume, and it ruined that show for me. Like he just like watches all of it. Yeah,
I love it.
And I would go down, and I just wanted to like have my breakfast in peace. And there's this guy I don't know very well, but he's like half friends with one of my roommates, so he's just in my house all the time. Now I hate that show. So I feel you, man.
You shouldn't hate that show. You should hate living with 5 people at one time. That's insane.
I hate living with 2 people. Like I'm like a
Swamp House was wild.
I live alone now.
I'm a one roommate kind of man. Like,
I always
tested it
have
out.
been, and it's always worked.
Don't do it.
I live alone now, and it's fantastic.
Anyway, Lore Boys aside, over. Thank you for joining us on this Lore Boys aside. Ethan, where can we find you on Twitter? Doesn't matter. It's Lore Boys aside. Adam Jensen.
EthanAtaside.com.
At Lore Boys Aside. You can find us on YouTube at Lore Boys Aside 2. And we got 40-second clips where we talk about Trailer Park Boys a bit.
Yeah.
Ethan's got pictures of his fleshlight. Subscribe now. He'll send them to you.
Arm.
He's still working on us. It's a whip.
Yeah.
Where was I in that game? Yeah, he starts to unravel the conspiracy. Turns out he's got to go to Hengsha, which is a 2-tiered city built on the Yangtze River.
Act 1 takes place in Hengsha.
The rich and the poor.
Okay.
Act 2
is in
Hengsha,
which is Shanghai.
No, it's not. It's not. It's
Come
built
on
on the
now.
Yangtze River.
Hengsha
is
Shanghai.
a place that doesn't exist because no matter how crazy the Chinese get,
I'm saying
they don't
naming
currently have a
convention.
2-tiered poor rich city building.
I'm calling out IDOS's naming conventions because they just took Shanghai and just switched the H and the SH.
IDOS in Montreal needs a little shot in the arm on creativity.
Yeah, clearly.
That's it.
Somebody get at them. Somebody who could possibly contact them, please get at them.
IDOS Montreal, get at me. I've got some advice in your direction.
Get at me,
Yeah.
Let's come up with better names than Hengsha.
Idiot.
What a big dummy.
What a big dummy making your cool games. Anyway.
So he goes to Hengsha.
He investigates Detroit. He gets a lead about VersaLife and the Taiyang Medical Corporation.
Okay.
And he goes to Hengsha, where Zhao, the CEO of Hengsha, this lady with this big, ridiculous Final Fantasy collar, betrays him, and he has to escape some bell tower mercs who are all over Hengsha. Once he escapes, he makes his way back. He learns about the Picus Group, where the Picus Group is now installed in the Montreal Olympic Stadium, which, as we all know, is a giant pile of shit.
Yes.
Which they decided to buy
and build up.
Only on the inside.
Build
up on the inside.
Yeah.
And they construct the huge basement I mentioned earlier.
Exactly. Build
that
down.
houses their AI CNN host.
They're super lab.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can control the media. The Illuminati now controls the media.
Naturally.
After this, she sends him back to Detroit,
Okay.
where he goes to stop the it's called the Humanity Front. It's the anti-augmentation activists.
Okay.
Because these people, very reasonably, are scared of people with robot hands that can crush their skulls.
Yeah.
Imagine that!
Yeah, who
As
would
though
be?
robots were fucking dangerous.
Cowards.
Yes. Racists is what they are. I think.
Is it still a racist whenever you don't like robots? Is it like a biologist?
They're not robots.
They're not robots,
people with
yeah.
robot parts.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you if you don't like a person with robot parts? I'm a Caucasian, you're a
In
Caucasian.
August.
I think you're in the Deus Ex universe. I'd consider you to be a sensible person because these people are referred to as augmented, whereas currently we refer to people with prosthetic limbs as disabled because they're missing a bit and
differently
and prosthetic limbs aren't great.
Oh, they're
these
getting
days.
there though.
Yeah, which would be
they're
nice.
getting
Exactly.
You can still define them as organic because it's like made from organic material.
Yeah, but
we can do a whole episode on this, but I feel like I disagree with you both on where. I mean, I would be all for augmented people. I would be anti these.
You also have ultimate
people.
trust
Anti-natural.
in the
Yeah. No, I would be anti-natural.
You have ultimate trust in human nature to be good, right? Like the people who are in power, I think, are going to take this augmented thing too far.
We're not getting into it right
But if
now.
it was Illuminati.
Yeah, okay.
But if it was the Illuminati.
Yeah.
So eventually, Adam manages to get back to an installation in Detroit, where he finds that his girlfriend Megan Reed was only barely kidnapped.
Okay. Marginally kidnapped.
They kidnapped her, and they were like, "Yo, we would like to supply you with all of the resources you would ever need for your augmented research with Adam's DNA, because we're the Illuminati." She was taken in and starts working with Bob Page.
Bob Page.
The bad guy from Deus Ex 1.
The shadow guy.
Exactly.
Exactly. Mr. Shadow himself.
Mr.
Bob Page.
Mr. Bad Page.
Bob Page. Where are
Bad-
those TPH reports? They're right here in the shadows.
Bad
I like to think of it BERB. Bird Page.
Bird Page.
Bird Page.
Adam eventually
Borb
defeats
George.
all three of the Bell Tower mercs.
He would.
They're the three bosses.
Assuming you do, he would.
Assuming you do, yeah, exactly.
So do you kill these guys?
You do have to.
Okay. Yeah.
So
there's mandatory kills.
in the first game, your non-lethal playthrough, or my non-lethal playthrough,
Yeah.
does involve killing the three bosses.
It's just those three though.
There's four.
Okay, because Dishonored you can get away with killing just the one.
In Dishonored
One.
In Dishonored 1, you can get away with killing nothing.
No, you have to kill the guy at the end.
I never did.
What?
You don't have to kill anybody.
Oh.
I don't remember this. I got the ghost achievement, so I must have not have. But
I thought you never played Deus Ex.
no, in Dishonored.
Why are you talking about
Dishonored. What? Wait, what?
Sorry, that's the parallel I draw for no kill runs.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No. Because Dishonored is a modern game designed long after this. Because Dishonored came out like 2014. In Dishonored, there are...
When did Deus Ex come out?
Human Revolution or the first one?
The first one.
The first one came in 2000.
Mankind Divided.
Oh, no, okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Human Revolution, the first prequel from Eidos
What we're
Montreal,
talking about.
came out in 2011.
With the three bosses.
2011.
2011.
Dishonored
before
came
Dishonored,
out after that.
Yeah, for sure.
But Dishonored
I didn't realize it was that old a game.
Dishonored has actual non-lethal options for every key character. Yeah.
Except for the last one.
No, you do not have to kill Hiram Burrows. Hiram Burrows is the... No, it's Admiral Hackett?
Yeah.
Admiral Hackett's the last guy or something like that?
You have to throw him off the thing.
This means
You don't have to.
nothing
You
to
can
me.
choke him out and lock him in a room, and it counts as...
Really?
Counts
I
as
must have done it. I got the achievement.
Yeah.
But, I do
No,
remember
it's
that.
not Ghost, it's Clean Hands.
Yeah.
Ghost is to beat a mission without being
It's
detected.
without detected.
Yeah.
This is Dishonored you're talking about?
Yeah, well,
We'll get there.
Dishonored has this. Deus Ex has the same Ghost achievement, but Pacifist is the non-lethal achievement for Deus Ex, whereas Clean Hands is Dishonored.
So you got three bosses. You kill them all.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to.
Then there's a fourth boss. It's called the Chiron Project,
Okay.
and it's at the bottom of the Panchaea installation that you ended up going to
Okay.
in a rocket,
Yeah.
and it's in the Arctic.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah. So David Seraph's been kidnapped.
David Seraph himself of Seraph Industries.
Seraph Industries has been kidnapped.
Okay.
The leader of the anti-Aug
Union League.
Bill. I can't remember his last name right now.
Bill Purse.
Bill Taggart.
Bill Human.
Bill Taggart's been kidnapped. And then Eliza Cassan, the hologram, was also there.
Is there a faction that's like Augs are people too? Like they're just supporting Augs?
Pro-Augs? Like humans, non-augmented humans who are pro-Aug?
I mean, there's like pro-Aug Augs and like pro-Aug hippies.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's, we'll get into it. In Mankind Divided, there is ARC, which is the Augmented Rights Coalition.
Okay.
So there is, and his name is, the guy in charge of this, his name is Talos Rucker.
What he's asking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yes,
Okay.
Talos Rucker is in charge of ARC, Augmented Rights Coalition, in
Okay.
Mankind Divided.
Awesome.
Oh, screensaver. There we go. Anyway, at the end of Human Revolution, you have to go through the Panchaea installation, and then at the bottom of and then you can rescue as many people as you want, but you should probably rescue everybody. Bill Taggart, David Seraph, you should probably rescue them both. Despite one's pro-Aug, one's anti-Aug, one's your boss,
Let them work
one's
it
your
out.
enemy.
Let them work it out.
They're both people.
Exactly,
Right?
yeah.
You gotta take care of everybody. You're doing a non-lethal playthrough.
Exactly.
At some point, Hugh Darrow is also there. He's holding a press conference.
Okay.
And remember, Hugh Darrow, he's becoming a little disillusioned with the whole I create Autism. This is when Dr. Frankenstein comes full circle.
And says Frankensteins are bad.
He sends out, he's just like, I made a Frankenstein. I don't like no Frankensteins no more.
Exactly.
I can't be a Frankenstein.
Exactly.
Because of my genes. He releases a signal that corrupts.
Disables or.
Oh, no.
Just corrupts them.
Much worse. Corrupts every augmented person who had a recent upgrade at a VersaLife clinic. VersaLife, of course, being a subsidiary of Page Industries, run by Bob Page, who works for the Illuminati.
Okay.
And now...
Do you have Windows 10?
Exactly.
It's a creator update.
The creator update was... So fucking... Hugh Darrow installs the creator update on everybody's PCs, and then sends out a virus that only affects Windows 10 creator updates. This causes what is known as the AUG incident.
Okay.
And this makes anybody with this upgraded chip go fucking crazy.
Haywire,
And much like the alien from Aliens, the xenomorph itself, they attack everything they see indiscriminately.
Okay.
This is the AUG. 50 million people are killed by their augmented friends and relatives, because turns out having robot hands is very dangerous, and you should totally discriminate against somebody whose giant robot hands can be hacked by one sad rich man.
Oh, is it like their heads are like, I don't want to do this, and they're like strangling their
arms are
wives
just they're just walking around punching.
They mostly don't want to do it. Well, because it's controlled by their brains, most of them don't remember what happened.
Okay.
They simply
that makes sense.
would have woken up surrounded
by corpses.
By the corpses
of their loved ones,
who they may or may not have killed with their own robot hands.
But probably.
What a crazy dream.
Yeah. What a crazy dream.
And then afterwards, we stumble across the Chiron Project, which is a supercomputer plugged into 3 human bodies.
In the Big O.
No, this is in the Chiron Project in the Arctic.
Oh, this is the Arctic.
The Big O was only there for Picus. For Picus Media.
So the Chiron Project is where the Panchaea Project is?
It's Panchaea. Chiron is at the bottom of Panchaea.
Okay.
And you get there are 3 human women plugged into a supercomputer. The human bodies and human brains allow this computer to think abstractly. And Zhao, the CEO of Taiyang Medical, who I mentioned, well, not the company I mentioned that much, but Zhao is the CEO.
Yeah.
Zhao, who betrayed you in Hengsha in Chapter 2, is trying to fuse herself with the Chiron Project to become some sort of AI god.
Okay, she wants to control this abstract thinking PC.
Exactly. Anyway, you guys, you straight ghost a bitch.
Yeah.
You gotta kill her.
Just unplug her, right?
Yeah, you shoot her in the face.
No, that's more than ghost a bitch. That's like actively destroy you.
Straight ghost her. Actively ghost her.
Actively, as opposed to passively.
And then you walk into a room where Eliza Cassan, the hologram host of Picus Media from the Big O in Montreal, tells you, here's 4 buttons, and you can choose your credit sequence. So you defeat a boss, you walk into a room, and you have 4 choices of which ending you want. None of which are canon, all of which are partially canon.
Because,
it has to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. You have to leave the choice up to the player.
Exactly, because we need a sequel.
So
this is the end of Human Revolution.
Which one ties best into the beginning of Mankind Divided? In your opinion?
In my opinion, the ending where humanity is given the partial truth probably ties into it because Mankind Divided is very much about bigotry against odds.
That's what it sounds like. Mankind Divided sounds.
Exactly. That's where we get ARC, Augmented Rights Coalition.
Yeah.
And that's where we get TF-29, which is Task Force 29, who is the new UN government organization that Adam Jensen works for.
No, by then it's just Team Fortress has progressed
Team Fortress
29.
Yeah.
Exactly.
More hats than we can possibly count.
Than anybody could ever have. Yeah.
More conceivable hats that could ever possibly exist, where Team Fortress becomes the new singularity and creates a new
Too many hats.
creates a new cartoon world made entirely of hats.
And that's the world that Mankind Divided takes place in.
Eternally set in the 60s.
That's actually the world that we live in.
Currently.
Yeah. That's the real timeline is the...
Because we're recording in 2051.
The Team Fortress singularity.
From the Madrid station in orbit around the moon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Throwing you guys off. Where's the Lore Boys
Where
recording? Where could we possibly be?
So
in December 2027, Adam Jensen, after the destruction of the Hyron Project, because they're all self-destruct buttons, and then you see the credits, Adam Jensen's body is found in the deepest underwater regions of the Panchaea Project, still safe, water-free, and is recovered by an Illuminati-funded organization that we don't know and taken to a black site in the Baltic Sea, where they secretly install new OGs that he doesn't know about
into
and
Homeboy.
Blocked out from his brain into Homeboy.
Okay.
Yeah. 2028.
So he's a good boy as always, but he might also be a bad boy.
He's still a good boy, but he's got some spooky extra OGs, which is the excuse for why you have new powers in Mankind Divided.
Okay.
Exactly. Some of them are great. The teleportation, very good. The taser fist, very good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Otherwise, the other ones mostly kill people, so I didn't really bother using them.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. 2028, Paul Denton.
Okay.
His mother wants to have another baby, but
JC.
she wants to have another baby, but she can't. So she's approached by Majestic 12, and they're just like, "We'll help you out with having another baby."
Do you want a robot womb?
Yeah, wait. Can robots do this at this point? Can you fertilize robots for robots?
Madam Denton's not a cyborg.
Oh.
No, her son Paul Denton was cloned successfully, but he is not currently nano-augmented.
Okay.
He is nano-augmented in the future.
So no R2R BBs.
No.
Okay.
No, exactly.
Okay.
No R2R BBs. But she's approached by MJ12, Majestic 12, posing as fertility experts. She is told that she will be paid handsomely in exchange for participating in experimental surgery that will allow her to become pregnant. So they want to undo being barren.
Okay.
Mrs. Denton had been poor her entire life, and now she could have another second child.
Ooh.
And this would be enough money to raise
a sign of wealth.
Her family in comfort. These experts, however, assure her that the surgery is minor and the risk is minimal. But after the parents of Paul Denton agree, the mother is implanted with a cloned embryo of Paul and has...
So wait, J.C. Denton is just another clone of Paul Denton?
Yep.
Oh.
Who is implanted in his mom.
Paul Denton gets around.
By MJ12. Anyway, in response to the worldwide crisis caused by the AUG incident, the UN rushes to pass the Taggart Act, named after Bill Taggart, who was an anti-AUG specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of legislation designed to regulate the mechanical augmentation industry. It includes strict classification and licensing system. So now you have to register your very dangerous fucking hands.
Sense. This all makes sense.
Makes sense.
This all makes sense.
Thank you.
You should have to.
Yes.
Just like you register a gun. Just like you register a gun, and everyone should have to register a gun.
Of course.
You should have to register your robot arm.
So is there like
register the gun built into your arm?
There must be like a black market of like arms and stuff going around.
Well, this is where Tong Si Hong comes in.
The triads.
Arms.
The triads.
Yeah.
the triads are literal arms dealers.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And in 2028, this is when ARC, the Augmented Rights Coalition, is founded by Talis Rucker, Megan Reed, who was kidnapped, finally accepts a job at VersaLife, and things got to move on. Okay? This is where we're going. This is where we're going. Finally, in Alaska,
where all the real work gets done.
Yeah, exactly. So, remember he was in the Baltic Sea in Alaska? He was in the Baltic Sea. Adam has been transferred to a facility in Alaska.
Okay.
But, however, all we know is, in Alaska, an augmented man fitting Adam Jensen's description wakes up from a coma inside a rehabilitation center run by the WHO.
Spoopy.
And we know the World Health Organization is an Illuminati front,
Yeah.
His memory of who he is and how he got there is sketchy, but within weeks, Adam Jensen's name will be added to the official list of the Panchaea survivors.
Okay.
He is then recruited by TF-29, which is Task Force 29, part of the UN.
Yes.
Super elite spies.
Yep.
Super elite spies and military. However, and also in 2029, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, J.C. Denton is born, air quotes.
Okay.
Because J.C. Denton is a clone of Paul Denton implanted in his body.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paul's a lot more important than...
Also, scientists perfect an embryonic incubator. Maybe this comes into play at the end of the first game, which is in the future. Additional clones are grown over the next 15 to 20 years.
Oh, cool.
So let's not pretend like cloning Paul Denton was a one-time kind of
That's not the end
gig.
of it, yeah.
Exactly. Hang on, I'm just getting a phone call. I'm going to check a call ID and hang up on this person. It's my girlfriend.
Gosh, Dara.
Message, I'm recording.
Is that like one of your auto messages at this point? Oh, right.
I'm working, I'm driving, I'm recording.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're a professional.
Yeah, that's it. That's how we know we made it.
Yeah.
We got
No, I know. I don't have a girlfriend and no one calls me.
That's also how you know you made it.
Better. So 2029 now. This is gonna be where we're gonna. This is where we're gonna do stuff. This is gonna be the last story I've got for y'all.
All right.
I think, because we decided off air that I think since I played 3 of the 4 mainline games, I'm gonna take some time with Deus Ex Invisible War. It's Steam sale. Maybe I'll buy it for $4. We'll see. So this is gonna be the end of the preamble and the end of the prequels.
Okay.
2029, Deus Ex Mankind Divided takes place.
Yes.
Okay. So now we know Adam Jensen was at a facility at some point after the destruction of the Panchaea installation. He was at a facility in the Baltic Sea.
Yes.
He ended up in Alaska and woke up at another black site.
Yeah.
He eventually remembers who he is. He is then hired by TF-29, which is a UN organization of...
Team Fortress 29.
Exactly.
We're there.
29.
So here we are.
During the Hat Wars.
Yeah.
And we know Adam Jensen's a good boy with bad boy bits.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we got Jesus Christ.
J.C. Denton was born in 2029.
Yeah, he's a semi-clone of his...
Complete clone of his brother.
Okay, complete clone. Okay. Yeah. I thought he'd be different like later on.
Clone in a womb.
Whoa! So this is the events of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So you start off in Dubai, where you're trying to oversee you set some dudes up.
Okay.
You're doing an arms deal, which, as a visual pun, is quite good.
Yeah.
Because they're literally crates of arms that they're selling to terrorists in Dubai.
Okay.
Which they were building this massive hotel in Dubai during the AUG incident, but all the augmented workers obviously went fucking insane.
Went ballistic.
And killed their foreman.
And killed the foremans. And then you can't finish a building without a foreman.
No. If there isn't a dude standing on a pile of gravel with a shovel, not doing anything, nothing
it's
gets
never
done.
getting done.
No.
Yeah.
This weapons deal is interrupted by heavily augmented terrorists in golden masks.
Okay.
So they can teleport, they can turn invisible, they can do they can do everything you can do. They've got some they've got some kit. They've got some fucking kit on them, man.
They can do anything better than you.
Yeah.
How in that mindset, like, women, are they being more empowered in this civilization because they are just as powerful as men in a lot of ways?
Women?
Yeah, like,
I don't know, like, I've never really found how fast my girlfriend can run to be a point of attraction, but maybe.
But how many skulls she can crush in one hand?
Yeah,
that's always got me.
It changes the power dynamic for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But now we become spiders. And every time you mate, you never know. She's going to crush your skull at the end of it.
Is that what spiders do?
Drink your
They
fluids.
eat each other, yeah. Some of them.
Bugs
not every spider.
I know what I'm watching tonight.
They're like, we mated. We mated. I have the eggs. Now I need food. And they eat the male spider.
Hey, that's practical.
It's practical. It's absolutely practical.
The simpler the animal gets, like an insect, the only point of being male is to pass on your genetic code. So if you have to die when you're fucking,
male and female.
That's why we've set up
the
that's why we've set up the patriarchy, though. It's because we know we're just like that spider.
Yeah.
I'd rather not die. Exactly.
The way evolution goes,
the Illuminati set up the patriarchy so that women wouldn't eat us after the first time we mated.
Isn't the way
Deus Ex.
Isn't the way evolution goes, though, is that more males who are able to escape the female who wants to eat them would pass on more genes in this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because they can mate multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
they're getting phased out.
The meaning of life is
these man-eating spiders. These man-eating spiders.
Well, you notice that there aren't a whole lot of mammals or even reptiles, which are simple and stupid. Reptiles don't eat each other. It's only
reptiles
bugs.
Reptiles are dumb as dung, dude.
Dumb as fuck.
No, they are like cold and calculated. They just do things when they need to.
I think
I think that's dumb.
I think they're literally powered by sunlight, which is kind of shitty.
Yeah. I think in a different evolutionary path, we'd be very scared of reptiles. Like if they were.
Reptiles' brains, like pound for pound, are much smaller than mammal brains.
Yeah,
okay.
Pound for pound, yeah. Reptiles are dumb creatures. Crocodiles, it's literally something comes near them, they just bite. Like it's just instinct. It's just like something's close, bite.
Yeah, but like a little bit more brain on a reptile, I would never want to fuck with a reptile. They don't think about what's in front of them, you know. Like there's no indecision. Like we have indecision. A reptile does not have indecision. A reptile makes.
A lion doesn't have indecision.
I mean, I don't think my cat's much smarter than a lizard. She's kind of an idiot. You know who else?
Pound for pound lizard though.
I'm kidding. I don't have a segue for that.
Anyway, Adam Jensen's an idiot.
Adam Jensen's a fucking reptile.
Yeah, lizard people.
Lizard man!
Here we go. We're back on track. Stop putting your hand in jam.
I think it's just water. Anyway.
It's caramel.
After this arms deal is interrupted, this setup is interrupted by these hitherto unmentioned gold mask terrorists.
Okay.
You go back to Prague in the Czech Republic, which is where TF-29 is currently established. Okay. James Miller is our boss.
Okay.
Jim
Miller.
Reporting for duty.
Born in the 80s. Very suspicious. In this conversation about the Illuminati, your birthday is suspect at present.
Okay.
James.
Jim.
Jimmy. Jimbo.
Jim Jam.
Jimmy Jam.
These are all names.
When's your next vacation, Jim?
Don't you worry about it, all right?
You going to Prague?
I'm 25. Yeah.
Who knows where this guy's?
25, not 35. Going? Which is it?
Who knows?
Depends who's asking.
Who knows? What is Adam Jensen doing for Jim Miller?
He is the only augmented agent for the UN's branch of TF-29.
Oh, really?
He is also secretly working with a woman named Alex Vega for a hacker network known as the Juggernaut Collective. Because after the first game, Adam Jensen is getting a little wise to the Illuminati.
So he's all about anonymous, is what we're saying.
Basically.
Okay.
You know what the kind
he wears the Guy Fawkes mask.
You know what the kind of main? Yeah, it's one of the Augs. The guy deploys the Guy Fawkes mask. It just like flips out of his hairline.
Yeah.
One of the main issues I have with the prequels setting up all this stuff is the fact that the Illuminati is still very much in charge in Deus Ex 1. So nothing. Just remember, nothing Adam Jensen does. Matters at all.
At all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you guys
know. Good to know. Keep that in mind for the last half of this.
Just remember when we get into it in Deus Ex Episode 2, when we get into Deus Ex and Deus Ex Invisible War, remember that Adam Jensen didn't help at all.
Didn't accomplish anything at the very least.
Illuminati is still very much King Dick. Of Deus Ex.
That is good to know.
Yeah, just so you know.
So we're in Prague with TF-29.
TF-29. The entire TF-29 office is in the basement below a innocuous little store.
Okay.
And you're there because when you show up at a train station, there is a massive terrorist attack. Dozens of people are killed.
Oh, shit.
By a bomb set
up. Are they gold Augs? Or?
By a clockmaker.
Is that a gold Aug or?
He is one of the gold Augs, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So after this terrorist attack, you go in and investigate.
Is there time travel later in this game? Is
this
foreshadowing?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Clockmaker.
You mean just because there's a clock?
I think it's just like tinkering more than.
Yeah. Okay.
Turns out Deus Ex, Chrono Trigger, same thing.
Yeah.
Robo from Chrono Trigger
was an Aug.
Was Adam Jensen.
And Frog from Chrono Trigger.
Is Link.
Page.
Is Link from
Page. Was Jim Miller.
Jim Miller the whole time was Frog.
Anyway.
It gives you a lead that possibly the ARC, the ARC, the Augmented Rice Coalition may have been behind this terrorist attack. So you need to go and meet the man behind this. His name is Talos Rucker. Okay.
Rucker sounds familiar.
Yeah. He lives now in the Udalek complex, which I had mentioned earlier was being built by the Prague government. Maybe you were in the washroom when I mentioned that.
Udalek is just a funny word.
Udalek
makes me laugh every time.
Perhaps you would like to be moved to Udalek complex. Yes. The Udalek complex is now an AUG ghetto. Because after the AUG incidents, non-augmented police officers were given tons of power, and basically every city with augmented people has an aug ghetto and is a police state. Which, due to the fact people could be hacked into going insane and killing their family members, is totally the right thing to do.
Might make sense.
I'm anti flesh and blood racism, and I'm totally pro blood and metal racism. These people are clearly dangerous. Game's still good though. Yeah, because the Illuminati stuff in Mankind Divided still very strong, still very stupid, still very fun,
silly. Not stupid, but silly.
The prejudice stuff in Mankind Divided doesn't make any sense at all.
We can have a whole episode where I would argue the pros of being augmented.
I fully understand why a normal person should be afraid of Adam Jensen, because if I installed the arm blade cloaking, bulletproof armor, no fall damage, teleportation augs at the same time, I could literally kill every human being in a room.
Yeah,
Adam Jensen's a dangerous bot.
Unless other aug stopped you.
Exactly.
Or unless you just had like an off switch.
Anyway,
Maverick Hunters.
There's let's get a Maverick Hunter. Yeah. There's ghettos now in Prague, and the ARC is operating Talos Rucker. Apparently, he's just like, no, I didn't cause any of these terrorist attacks. Okay, I didn't cause any of these terrorist attacks.
But he's lying.
But all his pictures look super good. But when you meet him, he is visibly decayed.
Just like Ethan.
Exactly. Yeah, just like Ethan. with his tub crease or whatever the fuck you were talking about earlier. Undertub, yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
Undertub and all my caramel.
His deep caramel creases. I'm like a Mars bar.
I have a sweet nougat center.
Anyway, you meet Talos Rucker finally. You get to the top of the tower in the Udalek complex, and he's visibly decayed, he's gross, and he's just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You know what happens to him?
He dies.
His augs start going fucking crazy.
His augs do.
Blood starts to come out of his eyes and nose.
That doesn't sound good.
And Talos Rucker dies.
Dang.
Turns out,
dude.
He's being poisoned this whole time by a terrorist named Viktor Marchenko.
We haven't heard this name before.
You haven't. You run into him very briefly in Mankind Divided, and he's very clearly a bad guy, mostly because he's huge and Russian. Okay. But mostly Russian. So
those are bad guys.
Turns out, he's the head of the augmented terrorists.
Oh, not Talos Rucker.
Not Talos Rucker at all. Talos Rucker is simply an activist.
Okay.
The ARC was founded on humanitarian principles, where he was just like, I just don't want people to be afraid of augmented people.
Just don't be biased, you know what I mean? Be afraid of scary ones.
He's very much a Dr. King. He's just like, I don't want people to be
as opposed to a Malcolm X.
The railroad faction for Fallout 4.
Yeah, exactly. He's very much just like, I want my children to be judged on the content of the character and not the build of their cybernetics. Yeah. Which is probably what Dr. King said. Or would if he was a robot.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much sums it up.
Exactly. Talos Rucker, very much that kind of guy.
Okay. Good guy dies, blood out of nose and eyes and ears.
Marchenko, on the other hand, wants chaos.
This is Malcolm X.
He's very much about it.
Yeah.
Very much about the chaos. So that's why he poisons Talos Rucker. That's why he's planning terrorist attacks.
I don't think Malcolm X planned terrorist attacks.
I don't think Malcolm X was a terrorist at all, actually.
No. But he was more about action as opposed to Dr. King was love.
Yeah.
Dr. King preached love.
What did Malcolm X preach?
Preached action.
More of a protest kind of guy, less of a speech kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, protest v. speech.
Yeah, we're all experts.
Malcolm experts. Deus experts!
Deus Ex? Holy moly. Comes full circle.
Mega Man experts.
Mega Man experts. Mega Man X. Very favorite robot rights. Anyway. Eventually, more conspiracies unravel a bit. You find that Eliza Kassan, the AI hologram from the Pike network, has become self-aware and has tried to upload herself. She tracks you down to Prague, and you end up helping her out. She gives you some more secrets about the Illuminati, the Juggernaut Collective, who are... Did I mention them?
Yes.
Okay, good. Alex Vega working with the Juggernaut Collective. You're working with some hackers who are telling us, like, listen, we think TF-29 might also be an Illuminati front, which is never actually proven
confirmed
in Mankind Divided.
Okay.
This all culminates with a conference in London. The UN organizes a conference in the UN. Viktor Marchenko is there, and he intends to fuck some shit.
Yeah, he would blow shit up, right?
Exactly. Yeah. He's intending on corrupting once again. He has some kind of sleeper agents implanted in the crowd.
Okay.
So you have to find these agents. You have to kill or knock them all out. I, of course, knocked them all out because I didn't kill anybody in Mankind Divided.
Of course.
You have to kill them, knock them all out.
It's a weird thing, too, to walk around at a UN convention and just kill people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly. Pretty fucking intense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Eventually, you end up confronting Viktor Marchenko. You guys have a bad guy conversation, and then it turns out, below his robot hand, he had a robot gun, which is why you should be afraid of robot people. And Viktor Marchenko is the one and only boss in Mankind Divided. And there is tons of ways to defeat him in that game. You can hack robots. You can do anything. The way I did it was I had EMP rounds in my pistol.
Nice.
And then I hid from him after shutting down his turrets, so I wouldn't get shot. Then I leaned out of cover, stunned him, ran straight at him, stunned him again, and then did a non-lethal takedown on him.
Nice.
Awesome.
And that's the end of Mankind Divided.
So this is just like you're just hunting terrorists this whole game.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're hunting terrorists. You're learning a bit more about the Illuminati. You do sit in on an Illuminati conference at one point because Jim Miller may not know he's communicating with the Illuminati.
Oh, okay.
He does speak to Bob Page.
Is there going to be another prequel?
There should be.
There's room for one, basically?
So, a game journalist named Jim Sterling, who's independent, so he gets a lot more information. He's not just a pseudo-marketing agent. Right? He apparently has an insider at Eidos Montreal. He did an entire video where Mankind Divided was supposed to be the second and final Eidos Montreal game.
Okay.
Square Enix, being a giant burning pile of shit, cut the game in half. Told them when to end it because they wanted a trilogy, which is why people originally were saying the end of Mankind Divided was a bit abrupt.
Yeah.
Which it frankly kind of is.
It's like just the way you described it, it sounds kind of abrupt.
It sets up a lot of stuff that isn't resolved. It sets up Human Revolution was very contained, which is why none of the endings are canon.
Yeah.
Mankind Divided, very direct ending, comes immediately after the defeat of the boss.
I know DLCs come out. Does it continue the story or kind of just expand on
the DLCs I was going to mention as side stories because they only involve Adam.
Okay.
I was going to get into that.
They're like tangents, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Square Enix had a big dirty corporate mandate to be we want a trilogy, not 2 games, so cut this one in half and stop development here.
The worst.
So that's what happened with Mankind Divided, and currently the franchise is on a hiatus because Eidos Montreal is working on licensed Marvel bullshit.
Okay. Well, Infinity War, not Invisible War.
Mm-hmm. Who gives a fuck? Not Deus Ex 3 or whatever.
Not Deus Ex fans
5.
like Peter.
Yeah. Technically, exactly. So that's it. You defeat the boss. There's a news recap based on your choices, and then it leads into a game that we'll probably never play.
Okay.
The DLCs, though, we have System Rift, which is a DLC where you have to break into a bank called Palisade, based out of Prague.
Okay.
Palisade is a huge
palace.
Well, it's like this big weird angular thing that kind of sticks out of the ground. You can see it in the distance. You can go into one of their branches, but you don't go into it. You have to pay to.
Okay.
And as you go in with a character from Human Revolution named Francis Pritchard, who's just your hacker. He's just an asshole. He's not a big deal. Okay. So there's Palisade Bank, and then there's A Criminal Past, where you play is a prequel to Mankind Divided.
Okay.
In
so
which,
it's between.
So up until this point, this is where we did. So it's between Human Revolution. It's the
so you woke up from the ice, then you did this.
The first mission for TF29.
Then you stopped terrorists. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I haven't mentioned her up until now, but the psychiatrist for TF29, okay, she grills Adam pretty hard.
Ooh, roast him.
Every once in a while, she's like, Adam, what do you really feel?
Adam, you're an idiot.
What are you really thinking? So this whole thing, the Criminal Past, is narrated by the psychiatrist and also Adam Jensen.
Ooh, that's cool. So
where she's trying to grill him for information. So when you die, it's funny. It's just like, Adam, that's not what happened. Tell me what really happened.
Oh, that's
and then you
cool.
click load. Right? So what happens in A Criminal Past is you have to get... I had mentioned it in a previous podcast.
I love the idea of that. He's just telling her, and then I died.
Yeah, exactly.
In a psychiatrist's office.
I took 5 steps out of the tutorial and I got shot in the head. Yeah. She's like, Adam, tell me what really happened.
Yeah. Can you trust the narrator in that? Because I know with a lot of...
that's the joke.
Yeah. I know that psychiatrists will lead a client astray just to get to a point where they think the client should be at, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I fell down this hole and I couldn't figure out how to get out, so I threw a grenade at my feet and just blew myself up. Adam, that's not really what happened. You're right.
Yeah. But he's in the office with no legs.
I was trying to rocket jump and I blew myself up.
Blew my fucking legs off. Yeah. So she's grilling for information, but Criminal Past is about breaking into a prison specifically for the Augmented in Arizona, which is built on top of this huge sandstone mesa.
Okay.
And all you really need to do is break out one of your fellow agents who's gone in too deep. I think I actually went into this in the last podcast we recorded. Yeah. Guy's in too deep, and then he's all of a sudden suspicious of everybody. But you gotta get him out, and that's basically it.
Okay.
That's what happens in Criminal Past. Doesn't have a whole lot of things to do. Turns out, however, the psychiatrist features very prominently in a post-credits scene of Mankind Divided.
Ooh.
You know why she's grilling you?
Why?
You know why she wants to know everything you do?
Because you're a bad guy.
Do you want to know why?
Because your Augs went crazy, you went crazy, and you don't remember it. And she's trying to figure out the.
Do you want to know why everyone is so phenomenally fascinated with Adam Jensen?
Why?
Do you remember that Page Industries was having problems with nano-augmentation?
Yeah.
Do you remember that Megan Reed discovered that Adam Jensen's DNA did not reject?
So he's the first nano-augmented?
Not yet.
Not yet, but he will be.
But the psychiatrist for TF-29 is
trying to
implanted. So it's not Jim Miller that the Juggernaut Collective is suspect of Jim Miller of TF-29, right?
Okay.
The head of TF-29 must be working for the Illuminati.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's not.
It's a psychiatrist.
Oh.
She's the Illuminati plant.
What?
She is interested in you because your body doesn't reject Augs, and Bob Page, who's a high-ranking member of the Illuminati, head of Page Industries, is still having trouble investigating nanotechnology. And I believe we will get into nanotechnology on the Deus Ex Lore Boys episode 2.
Wow.
Because I think we've run long enough. We covered the prequels.
Yeah.
Series is on indefinite hold. We'll get into the classic games. Over the course of the research and over the course of the podcast, I've very much decided I will be buying Invisible War during the Steam sale.
I've watched you go from the beginning of the episode where you're like, nah, it's shit, I don't want to play it, to the end of the episode, like, okay, I'm going to play it. I'm going home tonight to buy it.
I very much need to. So I'll be playing Invisible War.
Cool.
And we'll cover Deus Ex. We'll cover Ambrosia. We'll cover Bob Page. We'll cover your boss, whose name I forgot.
Sarah.
John
Sarah.
And myself, Jim Miller, will be there in the next episode.
The head of UNATCO.
Yeah.
You are not a co.
Yeah. If you want
it doesn't matter. Anyway, that is the history leading up to Deus Ex and the Deus Ex prequels. And since the series is on indefinite hold, I think this is a good place to stop and move into it. So, what do y'all think about the Deus Ex alternate history so far?
Pretty dang cool.
Yeah, it's cool. And if you want to reach Jim Miller himself, you can reach me at JYMILLK on Twitter and James the Miller on Facebook. Send me a message. I'd love to talk to you.
Ask him about his boyfriend and TF-29.
Yeah.
Canonically, Jim Miller in the Deus Ex universe is gay.
Yeah, I can deal with it.
Yeah.
I can deal with it.
Ask James about his boyfriend.
Yep.
And Ethan, what do you think about Deus Ex? And where can I find you on the internet if I was an Illuminati psychiatrist?
I think Jim Miller's a sexy boy.
You can find me in family photos with Jim.
Yeah. Hit up @LoreBoys on Twitter, because that's where I'm hanging out most of these days.
Primarily active.
You can also find me at Ethan the Deadman. It's my own Twitter. Tweet at me. We'll play some video games or something. I don't even know.
Whatever.
Nobody
doesn't
do you
even
smell
matter.
that?
Do you?
Peter, where might we smell you at?
You can smell me on the internet at Pete O'Donohue on Twitter, at Loreboys, because I am fairly active on the old Loreboys Twitter, and both the Instagrams, which are Loreboys Podcast and Old Aunt Peter on the Instagram.
On the old Instagram. Now, I gotta say, I'm very excited. Every week we do a promotion for Loreboys Premium.
Loreboys Premium this week is the premiumest.
This is like super exciting because we've been in contact with the Singaporean government, and for their next election cycle, every single person who subscribes to Loreboy Premium will get a vote in the next Singapore election cycle.
Wow!
So if you're a Singaporean citizen, you get 2 votes if you subscribe to Loreboys Premium.
And your own flag in the presidential parade after the election.
Wow. And if you're not a Singaporean, you mail in your vote, basically. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe, leave us a review, and we'll see you guys next time.
Loreboys.
Out!